It's the Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
What is this?
Garbage! You know what? I can't take this anymore. It's an awful, awful radio show.
We're really, really mean-spirited, evil people who can't see the good in anything.
Off the air, let's say racist things to each other.
Hold on.
And really turn them off.
Excellence in broadcasting.
Our anus.
What? Again? Oh.
Our anus.
What?
Stop. Enough about the anus.
This is hurtful.
This is hurtful. No one wants to hear this on their radio show.
Come collapse on our floor. Just potty mouth day.
You may feel shame, but all the same, you are never to blame.
Opie. Anthony. Jim Norton.
You guys ready to laugh?
It's gotta be the greatest thing ever.
I'd sooner have a water drinking contest.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Thank you all. Well, they came and got me out of Texas, and I can tell you it's a privilege to be back. I'll be talking to y'all soon.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh, my goodness gracious. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee, and there we go, John. You don't have to worry about who's going to take that spot in the rotation. You should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout. Big grin on Jorge Posada's face. Andy Pettit knew. Big signs. Roger Clemens is now a Yankee. Attention fans, he is here, and now we don't have to discuss who takes that place in the rotation.
Was it Kids Day at Yankee Stadium?
Roger Clemens is back. Roger Clemens is in Steinbrenner's box.
Blocks.
Is he?
And Boston just yawns. They're like, whatever.
Yeah.
You can have him. He's 46 years old.
I just think that was a great bit of broadcasting there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Could be the most annoying voice ever.
Yeah, Susan Wallman. She actually does a pretty good job as far as announcing the Yankee games, but I don't know. She kind of lost it there a little bit.
Yeah.
A little too much excitement.
A little bit.
Hey, we were talking about Ricky Henderson yesterday. Good morning, by the way. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. And Ricky Henderson now wants to, get back into baseball because Roger Clemens did, and he just refuses to retire. He's been trying to play for the last 4 or 5 years, and a team will pick him up for like a week, a 2-week run, a month run. Ugh. And then he plays in the minor leagues. He just doesn't want to give up on this.
Doesn't want to leave the game.
He's 48 years old, right? And we were just talking about him yesterday, and there's an article in the paper today. I don't have all the details yet because we're just getting started, but he caught a foul ball at a baseball game. Ricky Henderson, who's the steal leader, right?
Yeah.
He's a legend. He always wanted to catch a foul ball at a baseball game, so he catches this thing, right? He's right next to a kid. And the thing to do when you catch a ball, obviously, at a baseball game or you get a puck in the stands at a hockey game, you look around. If there's a old fella next to you, you do the right thing and you hand it over, right? Well, there was this kid right next to Ricky Henderson, with those big eyes, hoping and wanting that he's going to get the foul ball that Ricky Henderson caught in the stands. Ricky Henderson refused to give it to the little kid.
Whoa. Yeah, he should have signed it and then given it to the kid.
Thanks, Travis.
Oh,
yeah, I just saw this before we came in today. Henderson, who caught a foul ball on Monday at AT&T Park where he was watching the Mets play the Giants, kept the ball instead of handing it to a young old fan.
A little lad.
Everybody was asking me for the ball, Henderson said Tuesday. I said, you're not getting this ball. I always want to get a foul ball. This one's going on a shelf at home.
Well, you know something, good for him.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah, he could probably sell it.
He's got enough stuff in his trophy case, though. He's got actual, like, bases, you know, that he stole.
Yeah. He's got him.
He's got him, right. It's a little twisted. It's twisted. The young fan didn't go home empty-handed, though, as Henderson signed another ball the fan already had.
Oh, okay.
Another ball, though. No, you got to hand over the foul ball, also sign it, and get, give the little fan a picture. Henderson joked that his catch in the stand shows he's still got the skills to play the game, so he's still at that. Showing him, I still got good hands. The ball found me. I was so quick.
But and he's trying to sell himself based on catching a foul ball.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look. All right, can we put you in the stands?
Yeah.
Put him in a uniform and put him in the stands to catch foul balls.
That is hilarious. Let's say hi to Boston. Jim listening on WBCN. Jim, what's going on today?
Hello, Jim from Boston.
Right, that's you. Hi.
Yes. Okay, I didn't know you were talking to me. Hey, you can keep Roger, and you can keep that Sea Monster announcer that was announcing for him, too.
Sea Monster.
Oh, yeah.
That was a terrible way to wake up in the morning. You have to have a warning before you have those things.
Yeah, you guys don't really care about the Clemens thing, right?
No, we got Beckett.
Yeah, you guys...
We got Dice K, we got Beckett, we got Schilling. We got a whole rotation. We could probably sell some to the Yankees.
Speaking of Schilling, I guess we're doing a little baseball right off the top of the show here. Schilling apologized for his Barry Bonds comments.
Why?
Everyone has to apologize now.
Why?
Everybody.
We're an apologetic.
We're disgusting
nation.
Yeah, Kurt Schilling had some harsh things to say about Barry Bonds, saying he cheated on his taxes, cheated on his wife, cheated on steroids, cheated on this, cheated blah 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 blah. It was a great quote. I loved it.
Yeah.
But today in the Boston papers, it's all over the place that Kurt Schilling has issued an apology.
Not just to Bonds.
Oh, to Bonds' friends.
His friends, family, acquaintances.
Minister.
People that have seen him play ball.
Right. The guy that gives him his Starbucks every morning.
Yeah. Everyone is just so apologetic.
We're just so jittery in this country.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why don't we just say sorry off the bat here?
I just want a blanket apology.
I'm going to say sorry because I know I'm going to say something just horrific today. Yeah. So before it happens, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for put something here. That's all. Now you could just put it in. There you go. You got my apology now.
Everyone is so panicky that even Hamas. Did you guys see this?
Hamas is politically correct now. That whole Mickey Mouse thing, they had this Mickey Mouse ripoff.
Yeah.
That was on this kids show.
Yeah.
This Hamas kids show. And all it was doing is talking about death to America, hatred toward the West, Allah, and teaching kids how they should just use weapons against their enemies, which of course are us. And doing it in, kid fashion, little kiddie show fashion. And it was a blatant ripoff of Mickey Mouse.
I wouldn't say blatant. It was pretty awful. I mean, they thought...
Yeah, but you knew it was supposed to be Mickey. It
of course.
Was bad Mickey, but...
Yeah, they thought they were accurate, but here in America, we're laughing like, you guys are a bunch of hacks. That almost looks like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's sort of like Asian paintings of horses. For some reason, I don't know why, but Asian paintings of horses stink. They don't look like horses.
Yeah.
They don't look like horses.
No,
Gelman.
They don't. They don't.
Just a side note. But I guess they were getting so much criticism that they fired the Mickey Mouse ripoff.
They took it off the air?
Yeah.
Why? Did Reverend Al Sharpton threaten all sorts of things and Hamas panicked?
Yeah.
The advertisers pulled out, which was all like C4 companies.
Explosives.
Fuse makers. And hollow-bottomed shoes incorporated.
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize for dressing in the mouse suit.
That was you, Mr. Imus.
Saying those off. I needed a gig.
Yeah.
I thought it was safe because I was in a mouse suit.
Yeah.
And It was inappropriate to say, and I apologize. It was stupid.
What are you doing now?
Now?
Yeah, now that you can't do that.
Touching children at a Chuck E. Cheese. What else is he? What else is Imus doing? Imus is relaxing.
Yes.
Good for him. Have fun.
So Hamas got rid of the Mickey Mouse ripoff thing that we were talking about yesterday. Speaking of Imus, there's a porn out that we can't even...
Imus is doing pornography? Opie, are you the first one breaking this news? You know Hinckley and everybody else is going to pick this up. My God, Opie just announced Don Imus is doing pornography.
Well,
wow, how the mighty have fallen.
Why don't we ask Mr. Imus, are you doing a porn or what?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the name of your porn?
I can't say it, or the Opie and Anthony show will be off the air. Yeah.
We can't even say the name of the porn, but the porn industry, God bless them, they're quick.
And they don't care.
They could get these things out quickly, too. And there's a porn that is titled exactly what Imus said.
Wait a minute. If we say that, they'll dump it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't even say it anymore. You can't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even as reporting it as a story. Everyone knows what he said. Everyone knows it was about a certain type of hairstyle. And a certain sexual promiscuity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the title of the movie is.
Yeah. The porn industry has put it out, and it features women that have that exact hairstyle.
Right.
Doing horrific things.
Yeah.
Where's Reverend Al Sharpton? I think that's much more damaging to the black community and black women.
Has anyone ever had to apologize from the porn industry? Except, I'm sorry, I tested positive. That's pretty much it. Like, what else is there to apologize for? They've done the most horrific things.
Yeah.
The titles are just horrific.
No, they're great.
I love them.
They're a bit hacky.
But I mean, as far as the PC police go, talk about some racism and sexism.
I saw the cover of the porn, and it's all women that have this hairstyle, just in horrific positions, doing some very interesting things. Yeah. And then they have on the cover a radio microphone with the shock waves coming out of it.
Oh, really? Like a shock job.
And then I think it says something like, shocking.
Shocking. Oh, that's good.
Where's the Reverend Al Sharpton?
I'm outraged.
Yeah,
where is he?
He should be outraged. That's more damaging. Why don't you go after that?
Yeah. Come on. It's demeaning women.
Big time.
They didn't try like everything. They didn't dump everything on the cover. Like put a basketball on the cover just to get that kind of aspect of it.
I don't know.
A big Reverend Al look-alike.
I don't know. We're going to have to get a copy, and we're going to have to review it for this radio show.
They should have taken a little more time, gotten a Reverend Al look-alike, kind of an Imus look-alike, and a women's basketball team
look-alike
uniforms.
Yeah.
And have them all go at it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny to see, like, the Imus character just going at it, and he's tagged out by Reverend Al, who kind of gives him the and then he's done, and the Reverend Al character just goes to town.
I want to see Rob Bartlett dressed as, what's his name there?
Brian Wilson,
yeah. In the porno with that Hawaiian shirt.
I think that's great that they have the microphone with the lightning coming out of it.
Yeah, something
that's
like that.
The universal, like, shock jock kind of logo.
Mm-hmm. And then the Reverend Al, a lot of controversy over him. We're just like, look at us, just segging in and out of all sorts of things as we start the show today.
Reverend Al's, like we have a target on our back.
Before sorry about that. Speaking of what we can't say, and the porno is titled this, the thing that Imus said that got him fired, watching Idol last night, and, man, they throw that word around like it's nothing.
Yeah. The other N-word. It's like the other white meat. It's the other N-word.
Well, because I think the other N-word was the real problem, not the other word that was used in that statement.
Ho?
You could
say ho, probably.
Although that was bad, too.
If you can't say nappy in a regular discussion, then we are finished as a society.
Not even a radio show or anything else. As a society,
we are finished. If you in like a real conversation, if you can't say that,
it's ridiculous.
Done.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, on American Idol,
you're right.
They took a look back at the finalists and I don't know, their growing up stages, showing little baby pictures and stuff. And this was said.
I thought I was cute to have nappy fro when I was a baby, really little nappy fro.
All right. That's her describing her hair?
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of women of that color describe their hair in that way.
There are too many people overthinking this. There really are too many people overthinking this to the point of severe paranoia.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wait. She got flack for that or no?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because she said it. It doesn't matter that D.L. Hughley said that Imus was absolutely right calling the women's team that because they are that.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that on Leno, and there's no outrage because he's the right color.
Right.
And God bless D.L. Hughley for being completely honest on Leno's show to the point where Leno was like, oh my God, they're coming after me now just because I had you on my show. Everyone is just in a complete panic. So, Reverend Al Sharpton, what's the latest on this thing there, Ant?
Well, apparently he's in a little bit of a jam. He said a few things about the Mormon religion when he was talking to, who the hell was he talking to?
Mitt
or
Romney.
about? Yeah. And he said some stuff about the Mormon religion that could have been considered maybe not racist. What would you call that? Religionist?
Yeah.
A Mormon-phobic?
Anti-Mormon.
Neckish?
Anti-Mormon ascetic. I don't know what you call some of these things anymore.
Well, here's the story in case you haven't heard yet.
Comments by the Reverend Al Sharpton struck a nerve among many Utahns and Mitt Romney supporters. During a debate, Sharpton said, "Those of us who believe in God will defeat Republican Mitt Romney for the White House." Sharpton made the comments in a debate Monday with atheist author Christopher Hitchens. Sharpton said, "As for the Mormon running for office, those who really believe in God will defeat him anyways, so don't worry about that. That's a temporary situation."
All right, so he's saying that Mormons don't really believe in God? Was that it?
I suppose, and watch how there's no real fallout. You watch how he'll apologize. He'll say he's sorry. He will apologize.
Will he?
Or he'll say, yeah.
No, actually, he'll backpedal.
Yeah, well, we heard a lot of hamina from him yesterday because he was trying to explain himself.
Explain what he meant.
Well, we got Sharpton here.
The Romney campaign had a quick response. "It is terribly disheartening and disappointing to hear Reverend Sharpton offer such appalling comments about a fellow American's faith," the spokesman said. "America is a nation of many faiths and common values, and bigotry toward anyone because of their beliefs is unacceptable." Sharpton, who recently campaigned to get radio talk show host Don Imus fired for making racially insensitive remarks, denied he was questioning Romney's belief in God. Rather, he said he was contrasting himself with author Christopher Hitchens. Mormons, he said, by definition believe in God, but they don't believe in God the way I do.
Huh?
What?
Who? That is one of the worst explanations. Listen to his comment. He said that Mormon, he specifically called him out. Wasn't comparing his own religion to an atheist religion. That's backpedaling. That's total backpedaling.
Nothing will happen to him.
No, of course not.
Nothing, because white people run everything. White people fired Imus, and white people will not punish Sharpton.
Yeah, why would they?
And as for the one Mormon running for office, those that really believe in God will defeat him anyway, so don't worry about that. That's a temporary situation.
See, he gets some laughs.
Why is he allowed to say anything he wants?
He is completely wrong there. He's completely wrong, and his excuse for it is a lie. It's Reverend Al being what he is, a liar and a self-promoting jackass with no credibility that somehow got this credibility.
Yeah, got the ball rolling as far as, this climate we're now in.
The Romney camp said that. Can we beep Al?
And Sharpton scrambles here to explain what he really meant.
And what I said was, I didn't even say really believe. I said really believe in God. Because I don't believe you can really believe in God if you think God created some inferior to others. I believe that. And as a minister, I have a right to advocate that. That's not bigotry. That is really saying I don't believe God is a bigot.
Oh, my God. That is one of the worst explanations ever. He's saying he was quite... I don't even... What?
He's saying that the Mormons somehow believe, apparently, I don't know anything about Mormons, that some people, God created some people inferior to
others. But that seems to be Reverend Al's interpretation of what they believe, because what this shows me is Reverend Al is playing the race card here. He's saying that, I'm just saying that they say some people are inferior to others, and well, I don't believe in that.
But he's saying, I don't believe God is a bigot. No, maybe that's the what you're finally saying. But the bottom line is you're smashing their religion.
Yeah.
What do you think Jews and Christians, or Christians and Muslims have been going at it? They don't look at God the same way.
Right.
Silly.
Exactly it.
So don't make it look like you're not bashing someone's religion. And this is a guy who's in a debate with Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Imus was just a guy on a radio show. This is a guy, and Mitt Romney should be spit on for debating him to begin with.
Exactly.
Why would you debate him?
Anyone that gives this guy the time of day.
Stop giving this guy credibility.
Unless it's us. If he wants to come on our show, we'd have him in a second.
Just to tell him the time.
Right. Reverend Al.
All right, we're just getting warmed up here. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Who do we got coming in today? We got Dr. Ian Smith. He's going to talk about Celebrity Fit Club. It's a pretty good one this year.
And Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, nice.
Coming in.
And Jimmy walked in all just blurry-eyed this morning and just like a zombie talking about Joan Rivers or something. I don't know. You're gonna explain next?
I will.
Were you bleary-eyed?
Yes. Yeah, he was just babbling like,
I'm a bleary-eyed ass.
She's just so much better than everybody out there.
I want to hear it.
Amazing. Yeah, Jimmy will explain next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. If you're just joining us, our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. Don't forget the power of the... We got into that at the end of the show yesterday, and a bunch of people were standing by with stories, Anthony.
The power.
The power of the... Yes, ladies, we're talking about you and what you got that we want. And we'll do some outrageous things to get it.
What we'll do for it and to keep it.
We'll wear a Yankee hat, even though we are the starring quarterback for the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's the power of the... Little Jimmy Norton in studio. He's playing Caroline's starting tonight, right?
Tonight through Sunday.
Tonight.
I'm going to try to be there tomorrow night, man. 212-757-4100 for tickets for Jim Norton at Caroline's all weekend long here in New York City. Now, you walked in, Jimmy, all like just, I don't know.
Well, I'm overtired. I've only slept for about an hour, but that had nothing to do with earlier. But I went with my girlfriend last night. She wanted to see Joan Rivers, and I had wanted to see her because I met her once and she was very nice to me.
Get a picture?
I did in the airport, yeah. When I went and I met her, yeah. She's played the Cutting Room here in New York. She does it like every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. She has a really weird schedule. It seats about 100 people, and it's like a little room she obviously likes to do. And I could not believe how good she was. It's one of the funniest performances I've ever seen a comic give. And I mean, I am not exaggerating. She walked up. She did about an hour and 5 or an hour and 10. She didn't sit. She didn't sip water. She was a machine. Topical. You name a taboo subject, and she brutalized it.
Really?
You've never seen a more brutal comic. Never.
Joan Rivers.
They were appalled, the people, and yet they loved her. But there was I talked about 9/11. Everything awful you can talk about, she hit as hard as I've ever hit it.
And getting big laughs for it, right?
Amazingly funny. There was not one cheap joke. They were great jokes. I mean, it was like, everyone talks about Borat and it was funny. Yeah, I know. We with the ass in the face. Ugh. That was what a comic should do. I almost cried. My girlfriend felt the same way. It was like, you're watching an absolute artist.
Wow, are you gushing?
Dude, it was the art, especially with the way things are today, it was the art as it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Just her standing there, obnoxious, vicious, really funny, really smart jokes. I mean, she mentioned Fort Dix. She mentioned the West Virginia. Everything awful she did, she's skewered as a comic.
Yeah.
I cannot stress enough how great she was.
The Muslims. She got on the Muslims.
Yeah, she just talked about how awful the women are, and she's so honest. She talked about having her face done, and she's 73. She mentioned her husband's suicide. You cannot not love Joan Rivers. She was as great. I saw Rodney when he was like 8. Remember we had him in 2002? And God bless Rodney. He's one of the greats, but he was on stage like, hey, and he was doing the same stuff he had done.
Not only was he doing the same stuff, his wife was, giving him lines.
Yeah.
From backstage.
He was a little older.
He was, not the old Rodney anymore. He was the old Rodney, yes.
Yeah.
But I guess she would feed him his lines from backstage.
But his material hadn't changed. Like it was even anything that might have been new was still the same. Like, hey, I don't get no respect. I forgot until this morning that she used to say, "Could we talk?" She didn't say it once last night. F-bombs. She dropped a C-bomb. But I mean, it was
nothing better than an old lady dropping the C-bomb.
Broad.
Oh my
God! Old broad.
She did a bit about her daughter being offered Playboy for $400,000, and I wanted to. The only regret I had is my girlfriend. We wanted to stand for her when she was done. She deserved the standing ovation. But like as a comic, when I watch another comedian, I'm almost more low key. I never want to do anything to make me go, "Hi, notice me." I'm almost like
they noticed me, right.
I'm embarrassed that I didn't stand up for her. She was. I wanted to hug her through half the performance.
And you rarely watch other comics, by the way.
Nah, I'll watch for 2 minutes. Most of them are atrocious.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of them are great. I just don't want to see them. But I could not get over. She's at the cutting room. If you're in town, I just don't know when it is. You have to look it up. But I was literally speechless. Like, that's what it's like to go and watch a comedian. Like, it was everything I want to be was her. It was amazing.
Old woman?
Yes. Who's had work done. Who's had work done, and apparently genitals have dropped. I mean, I don't know if we can say that, but it was as brutal a set as you've ever seen anybody do.
See, now I'm going to have to go see it.
Yeah, I thought of you guys. I'm like, it's funny.
I hate what she does on the red carpet. Well, every once in a while, there's something that's really funny.
You should see the way she talks about these people. How does she do it on the red carpet? If they heard 5 minutes of her act,
oh, really?
Punch her in the face?
Within 20 miles of the place.
Maybe that's why she's doing that like 100-seat and
anything she says can be made public. Like, you know what I mean? She's Joan Rivers. I mean,
a little under the radar though. Instead of doing these huge shows or these events, a lot of people get in trouble because they do these political fundraiser things and they get up on stage. Like Whoopi's done it and she's got in trouble. Rosie's got in trouble, and they say one little off-color remark or a little criticism, and they just get pounded. And if she ever did that, she'd probably just be thrown out of the country.
Well, I think she's been attacked before for stuff she said. I don't think she cares. Like, you watch her, she's not being phony, and she's not trying to be shocking or outrageous. She's just being funny.
Yeah.
Like, she's just funny, and I've never seen anybody more unapologetic about being funny. Like, she wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but there was no subject she didn't want to write about.
Good.
And address, and it was like, that's what a comic should do.
And she's also at a point in her life where she has nothing to lose.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
But she was. Travis just sashayed in with a note. Apparently the cutting room, she is only there for the next 2 Wednesdays, but I mean, to go pay respects to just one of the greats ever, I could not get over. I'm blown away.
Very good. All right.
Wow. They just showed. I was just looking at the nude statue of Paris Hilton on
what is that?
The news. I don't know. Apparently, there's a nude statue of her, and they showed that without blurring anything out. Because sometimes they blur things out in a statue, which I find hysterically funny.
Well, we're going to show you how ridiculous.
Piece of rock. See, there it is. Look, you can see her statue
like her,
boobies.
And she has Tinkerbell on her chest.
Yeah, her little dog.
She's going to jail for 45 days. Arnie's not going to be able to help her.
No, he'd be screwed. Forget about it.
You know how bad that would look if he got that little rich.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't think of the word I wanted.
You
C, P, or C.
Yeah. Bitch.
I know what word you wanted to use.
I think it's a little excessive, to tell you the truth.
What?
Why?
I think her jail term is a little excessive.
Not only is it not excessive, Justin Volpe should check her in.
Hey, by the way, speaking of drunk driving and all that, well, she suspended license in her case, but she was caught under the influence too once, right?
Yeah, she had a DUI.
I think so. I'm not positive. Huh?
I think that's why it was suspended.
Okay, that's why they suspended in the first place.
And then she drove with that.
Well, there was a record set as far as drinking and driving. Listen to this.
A dubious distinction. A driver has broken Washington State's record for driving under the influence.
What do you think the record is? The new record, Washington State. What do you think, Jimmy?
Washington State.
Legal limit is just under that 0.10 or
0.8 is the legal limit, right? Or 1.0.
0.08.
0.08, 0.09, something like that. It's just under 0.1.
I bet this person got a 1.1.
It's a new record.
1.1.
A new record.
A new record.
Let's say 0.08 is you know.
Don't you hate when people
is the line or whatever?
Don't you hate when people ruin guesses? Like you're like, what do you think the new record is? 300.7.
A dubious distinction. A driver has broken Washington State's record for driving under the influence. Police say Dita Jarrett had a blood alcohol level of 0.47.
Oh.
6 times the legal limit. Worse yet, she's a former Seattle police officer. She was arrested this week after crashing into 2 vehicles.
Only 2? That's not bad. That's some good driving.
Is something.
One was an ambulance and one was the space shuttle. What an alky.
0.47.
That's hammered.
That's going to be a tough one to beat.
That is what is she, 2 feet tall? You know, because small people get drunk faster.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Please hold. And that one was just a pile up. And then I rented a car to get home.
And we don't have any commentary on that.
I made an ass of myself.
Yeah. Speaking of that, by the way, the remixes are coming in.
Greatest ass ever.
Alec Baldwin remixes are coming in, and Hasselhoff remixes coming in.
Yep.
The Hass.
The Hoff.
I call him the Hass because he made an ass.
The Hoff.
He's the
The Off.
Well, you want to hear a couple of these? They're all right.
Yeah, he was all hammered.
God bless our dump guy in Detroit. He sent one in.
Did he?
Yeah. He's rolling his eyes right now. Oh, we got it. We got it. What's his name? Floyd? Yeah, Floyd, the dump guy in Detroit, tried his hand at a Alec Baldwin remix with Hasselhoff.
We've told everybody the clips are out there. If you want to whip something together and send it into the show, we'll play it.
Yeah.
Our own Danny pretty much got this ball rolling.
He sure did.
Can I make a point? No one named Floyd has ever not sounded stupid. I don't know Floyd the dump guy. I'm sure he does a good job.
I would imagine he likes the show.
He's a good boy.
I bet
he's participating in the show. He must like it.
I bet he dumped out of what Jimmy said.
Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't know where the dump button was. He's right. He's eating lead paint chips. Floyd is. No one has ever said, "Let me check with Dr. Floyd." Ever.
I can only imagine that this has got to be just great for Detroit right now. They're listening. The dump guy Floyd. He's responsible for dumping out, and we could beat the crap out of him vocally, and he can't dump out.
Yeah. Can't dump out of that. God forbid we try to say something about a race or anything he'll dump out of, but we could bash him.
Yeah.
Floyd. I'm trying to think of anyone smart.
Who invented that? Floyd.
Floyd the inventor.
Yeah, the only time you'll ever hear that is who invented that? Floyd. What was it? It's called the incest encourager.
Poor Floyd.
Yeah.
So you want to hear a good one or you want to hear a bad one as far as the remixes go?
How many does Floyd send? I mean, was it 1 or 2?
No, we got a bunch from all over the country, but Floyd's definitely stands out.
Oh, no.
You want to hear Floyd's first?
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Was it?
Well, what happened?
Floyd was the name of Brad Pitt's character in True Romance. It was all high.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't know, man. What are you doing here?
He's a barber on Andy Griffith. I think.
Floyd the barber.
Floyd the barber, and he was a dolt.
All right. Well, why don't we play Floyd's? He's the dump guy in Detroit. This is his Haas Alec Baldwin remix.
Are we going to have to guess if this is the good one or the bad one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making a little contest.
Oh, boy, it's going to be tough. I don't know if the listeners are going to be able to figure this one out.
Poor Floyd is so burning hot right now. He's sitting there all red and sweating, and everyone's coming in to laugh at him.
You can tell Floyd works for a radio station because there's a lot of sound effects in this. And it also makes me wonder why Detroit hasn't updated their sound effects library.
You want to know something you'll never hear ever?
Which
one of the elements on the chart is that? I don't know. Let's ask Floyd. Unless you're in a meth lab somewhere in Missouri.
See, Detroit's still getting to know us. I just want to say to Floyd, the dumb guy, this means that we like it.
Yeah, Floyd.
You got
Don't
to
worry.
you got to understand how twisted we are on this radio show.
I want to apologize to Floyd, Floyd's family, people that know Floyd, the button Floyd punches.
To all people with Down syndrome who should be named Floyd.
He thought he could send this in under the radar. Just a quickie. He's probably trying to get into radio.
Oh.
Probably wants to, I don't know, get out of the dump room and do something real with his career.
Do you think any dump guy just wants to stay a dump guy?
Figures this is a way to do it. Sending something to the Opie and Anthony show. All right, here's Floyd, the dump guy in Detroit, with his Alec Baldwin Hasselhoff remix. It's kind of, it's very similar to Danny's. That started this whole thing where they're talking to each other, but then it takes an unusual twist at the end.
A strange, inexplicable twist.
Right. And maybe Floyd could call the show, because we like to hear about the inspiration behind the piece. Right. Steve used to do this. Steve would explain his production pieces in a way that would make us understand.
That's how we got Ramon and the other fine characters that Steve has come up with.
And for the listeners, when it starts to get really boring, just hang in there.
You're already prefacing it with that? Poor Floyd.
Incidentally, 3 minutes ago, 3 seconds ago, you said Floyd can call the show right now. Someone is walking into the room going, "Why are you screaming Opie and Anthony out the window?"
Bird from Philly is already calling Floyd Stink Floyd.
Stink Floyd.
Comfortably dumb.
Bird in parentheses.
Dumb side of the goon.
In parentheses, he writes, "I don't even need to hear it at this point. Just call him Stink Floyd."
Stink Floyd.
Very good. All right.
Can I oil this?
What?
Oh, your mic stand is squeaking.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We have.
Don't worry. You'll forget all about it once you hear Floyd.
Here's Floyd, the dump guy, from Detroit. I think we have to stop it
right there. We got to kind of stop and comment.
Yeah, we're gonna take our time with this piece. Floyd, the dump guy. You know, he went into the sound effects library.
Of course he did.
He needs a phone ringing because he got the two guys talking on the phone with each other. So he decided that a phone ring from 1962 would be perfect for this bit.
That's the same sound that Ruth Gordon made when she called Rosemary to ask if he could bring the devil's baby over.
And you couldn't find some kind of cell phone ring or
just use your own cell phone.
Yeah.
What ring do you use? Actually, would have been funny with some kind of stupid ringtone.
That's probably Floyd's real phone at home. He just never updated it. He's got the little dial on it.
Has to climb up the pole just to answer phone calls.
Floyd?
All right, here we go.
I'm tired of playing this game with you.
What?
You have humiliated me for the last time.
What?
You do it to me constantly and over again. You have insulted me for the last time.
Who said?
You don't have the brains or the decency as a human being.
I'll be fun.
I'm going to really make sure you get it.
You don't want good enough life.
I am going to get on a plane, and I'm going to come out there for the day, and I'm going to straighten your...
By the way, just to help the listeners along, as you can tell if you're a faithful listener to the program, this is very similar to Danny's.
It's actually exactly like Danny's.
Well, and that's why I stop it, because did you hear, I'm going to get on a plane. I think it'll help the bit along.
All right. Mm-hmm.
We'll play that part again. Okay. I'm going to get on a plane.
Right.
As we continue with Floyd, the dump guy in Detroit's remix here.
Plane. And I'm
I didn't go back enough. Hold on. Here we go.
Good enough life.
I am going to get on a plane, and I'm going to come out there for the day, and I'm going to straighten your out when I see you. Do you understand me?
I'm bullshit.
So you better be ready to meet with me.
I'm going to stop.
So I'm going to let you know just how I feel about what a rude little pig you really are. You have humiliated me for the last time.
I'm bullshit.
We got a plane.
This is a mess.
And then Floyd, to make sure you understand where he's going with this, just out of nowhere at the end of it goes, getting on a plane.
He threw it in, clipped it out awkwardly. Oh,
listen to that part again.
I'm bullshit.
We got a plane.
He jams it in there with a sledgehammer.
Because he has no confidence in the fact that he's going to get Alec on a plane.
On a plane.
At the end of his remix here.
Yeah.
So right at the end, once again, get on plane.
Humiliated me for the last time.
I'm bullshit.
We got a plane.
This is a mess.
Back to the sound effects library.
I'd like to say to Floyd, I understand it, but you don't have the trip to the airport can be edited out. Why don't you have him going, where's my sweater? It might be chilly. Floyd, you forgot to have him packing.
Yeah, suitcase sound effects.
Yeah, why don't you have Club Soda Kenny calling, I printed out the boarding pass.
Here's your itinerary, Alec. So Floyd's going to have fun with the sound effects library with the phrase, I'm getting on a plane. So now he's going to visit David Hasselhoff somewhere in, Nevada, I think it was. Vegas,
whatever.
This is a mess.
There goes Alec.
Clear for takeoff, 320, 10 to 15.
Plane's taking off.
It's an old... Wow. That's the plane that shot at Kong. The first... What is that? First you hear this modern air traffic control, and then a crop duster goes by.
And a plane that Humphrey Bogart should be on.
The car he spit out of the driveway with would be faster than that plane.
Floyd, what are you doing?
We got Floyd on the line, but let's get through his piece first.
Just did a loop-de-loop. Wait, he's got the same car?
Exactly. You forgot the tram sound to get to the rental car place.
I'm disappointed. No baggage carousel?
Oh my God.
Or a guy with a sign?
Yeah.
That says Alec?
I'm surprised he didn't insert the in-flight movie.
Flights in real time.
I don't know why this one makes me laugh so hard.
What the hell is he doing?
What's happening?
It's obvious what's happening. He went to the airport. He flew to wherever Hasselhoff. And then he now drove to his house. He's banging on the door.
Drives like a maniac, by the way. It's always hard on the brakes and hard on the gas.
And obviously Hasselhoff is inside mixing another drink because he's hammered.
A drink. You heard the ice, didn't you? And the liquid pouring, Jimmy?
Look, I'll go back. Listen again.
Of course.
He arrived to the house. He's walking up to the front door. Banging on the door as David Hasselhoff makes a drink.
David Hasselhoff lives in a vault.
I'll be fine.
That's how it ends.
And that's it.
What is the beep for? If you had to beep it, why'd you put it in? You didn't need it.
I don't know.
There's just a beep for no reason. A man just went beep.
One more clip.
Yeah.
I made an ass of myself.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
So he bangs on the door. Hasselhoff is making his drink. Hasselhoff never gets up. Alec finds his way into the place, walks. Oh, no. He finally opens the door and blows him away.
We don't know who gets shot there.
No one knows.
Is it Hasselhoff? Because then he says, I'm all right.
Yeah, if he just got blown away, why is he still talking?
But then I'm thinking maybe he shot Alec Baldwin because he knew Alec Baldwin was coming over all angry, but he's too drunk to be that rational to have a gun ready and know Alec Baldwin. Although we did hear Alec Baldwin say he's getting on a plane twice. Yeah. Holy Jesus Christ.
And this is the beautiful part. He's literal about the phone ring, the plane, the car to the airport, plane sound, car from the airport, and yet Alec Baldwin is going to address another 50-year-old man in this clip. He's literal about everything except for the fact that Alec is talking to another man and not his daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
None.
Floyd.
With that, we say hi to Floyd. Floyd!
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up,
My God, Floyd.
You know what? I think I did my job on this one. I got all you laughing at. That was my intent.
Well, if that was your intent, job well done.
Okay,
I don't think it was.
I was going to straighten it out for you. Alec Baldwin shot David Hasselhoff. David was kind of drunk, stumbled to the door, opened the door. Alex shot him, but he's drunk, so he didn't feel the effect.
Oh, so he said, I'm all right, but obviously he's not.
Right.
Because how did Alec Baldwin get a gun on the plane?
I'm not sure. He slipped through security somehow, so that's a mystery in that one.
All right, that kind of had me a little boggled, too, how he got the gun on the plane.
No, I grabbed the audio for the Alec Baldwin clip on my way out the door and did this at home and got the edited version, which I didn't find out, so I already got all the way to my house, and had some pretty lame clips off some download site on the Internet, so it wasn't done with the highest grade equipment.
It sounded like you were holding two, Walkmans side by side.
I was
Stop and record.
with the string together is what I was using.
Yeah, the sound effects a bit on the old side, Floyd.
Yeah, old school sound effects.
But hey, I thought it was pretty funny.
It's like the old Foley engineers with coconuts, and then a horse galloped.
Nice modern phone thing. Should have gotten someone to go, Bensonhurst 3.
All right. And you're on the dump button every day in Detroit, Floyd?
Yes, sir.
Right on, man. How's Craig doing?
Craig's doing good.
We used to work with Craig here in New York. He's a good man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, I guess he's supporting the show. We got a ways to go as far as Detroit goes, but we're very excited to be there.
Hey, I got your back, and I can't wait till you guys come in August. I'll be there for sure.
Oh, it's a great show. The O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. Yeah, it's making a stop in Detroit. Tickets on sale through Ticketmaster.
It's going to be huge.
Hey, Floyd, send in more production pieces,
please.
All right, you know what? I'll do some good stuff here on one of my overnight shifts and send it in to you.
All right.
Yeah, do some good stuff.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
There goes Floyd, the dump guy.
There goes Floyd. You know, I like Floyd's confident.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get on and start stammering and stuttering. He said, this is what I did. That's it.
Yeah.
I like the confidence. Didn't try to pass the buck or nothing.
No. Well, here's the end of the clip again where now we understand why.
Now that we understand
he was too drunk to feel the gunshot wound.
It's like one of those movies you have to watch a few times to get it.
And once in a while, I could use maybe you.
Oh, that's the Jerky Boys one. That's all right as well.
Who did that one?
Whatever. Forget it.
Who did the Jerky Boys one?
I don't know.
It's topical.
Oh.
It's it.
I know.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. That's another kind of bad
15 years old.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break.
Cut your belly open. Wasn't that available?
Red. That would kind of be funny, though.
Of course it would be.
I'll cut Z's in your cheeks.
After the break, a sing-along. And also, we got to introduce this side of the show to Charlie.
Yeah, we had Charlie on.
And to the people that heard this yesterday and they're rolling their eyes.
Shut up.
It's going to be a very good exercise because we're going to show you how ridiculous radio has become.
Mm-hmm.
Because we took Charlie from yesterday, a homeless guy that's hilarious. He's kind of like a homeless Richard Pryor. He's got some fine comedy chops.
Yeah.
And he made us laugh so hard yesterday, but he was cursing like crazy. So to play it over here, we had to beep out the curses, but some of the material that he was doing was just fine.
Oddly enough, listen to the difference between what is allowed and what isn't.
Not allowed.
It's stunning.
That's what makes the bit pretty funny for the people that heard it today. Heard it yesterday.
He was a real potty mouth as well as pants.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tell me about it.
I love how we figured out how to just get a mic into the other part of the studio up there.
Yeah.
So we don't have to bring the homeless into our studio to stink it up.
Yeah.
Because, man, there hasn't been one homeless person that hasn't completely stunk up the studio.
Well, Charlie's a hit. We'll play some of the audio from yesterday, and we'll explain that. And a sing-along next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
The It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, how you doing? This is Bill Burr. I'm going to be at Giggles Comedy Club this weekend, May 11th and May 12th in Seattle, Washington. Go to gigglescomedyclub.com or call 206-526-5653 for tickets. Thank you.
I love that we work on the show during the breaks. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, by the way. Larry the Cable Guy coming in about 15, 20 minutes. We love Larry the Cable Guy. We had a great time with him last time he was on. And just before we turned on the mics, Anthony said that he took Club Soda Kenny's advice.
Yeah, I was taking Club Soda Kenny's advice from yesterday by trying to fool your muscles, by lifting. Because we were asking him kind of yesterday, because Kenny is just a workout animal. And everybody asks advice of Kenny on working out and stuff like that. And he said, I was asking about weight.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you got to fool your muscles. Sometimes throw a little less weight on, sometimes a little more. They won't expect it. It's like your muscles have little brains in them.
Right.
It's like, hey, what the hell
Now,
is
the
this?
other day, this was about 15 pounds lighter.
So I was just doing that yesterday, and I fooled it on the upside, and now I'm feeling it a little today.
A little tight, a little sore.
A little sore, but not bad.
We're all getting in fighting shape for the big summer tour, the ONA Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. We all got to get in shape because it's going to be a long summer.
You don't want to look like a piece of crap up there, man.
No days off for the boys. One reason why we had to take 2 weeks.
If I could fool my muscles, I would just trick them into thinking they'd worked out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, they fooled me. I know. I'm working on my 10-inch pythons. That's why I'm doing it.
That was
my little twig arms. I know.
Yeah.
I'm a skinny little guy.
What was I going to say? I'm working on my my yoga break. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Little yoga.
I was ready to bring the skin doctor to the radio show, but I'm not ready to bring the yoga thing to the show yet. Doing a little yoga.
That's perfectly healthy.
Old yoga.
Aleister Crowley was one of the biggest Satanists ever. He was a yoga fanatic. It's not unmasculine.
Is that Mr. Crowley?
Yes. He was also bisexual.
Mr. Crowley. That guy?
Yes.
He was a what?
He was a tremendous yoga person. He was a sex fanatic. He was just a dirty boy. Mussolini threw him out of Italy for being too degenerate.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great story.
He was like a cat's blood or something. Real kook. He was a goose, as we say.
Well, I got like 2 of those herniated discs from all those years of being active. And went to rehab and I'm fine and all, but...
Why, you just started drinking because of it?
And they...
yeah. There's other kind of rehab.
And then they suggested the old yoga.
Yoga.
To kind of get the back nice and strong. But I'm not ready to bring it to the table yet. I gotta get some more observations, and then we'll do a yoga break.
Yeah, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
I'll look into it a little more so you can you can do the break without making it sound like you're effeminate.
Oh, dude, man, I'll be completely honest with you. It's quite faggy.
Yeah.
It is quite faggy.
But I hear it's
not a lot of masculine guys doing the yoga. Let's just put it that way.
Because it puts you in these positions that make you look a little silly as a guy.
But what makes that all right is the fact that there's all women around you for the most part, so you get to see some interesting things.
Well, that's good. But
wow, you get to see a lot of stuff.
See some guys.
Look at me trying to make yoga cool. I get it.
Wow.
I like yoga, man. If I didn't have a bad right foot, I would have done a lot more of it. It's great.
You and that goddamn foot. What's wrong with it?
I need surgery.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Do you?
No. I just wanted some sympathy.
I'll give it to you.
Can I touch on one thing? Because you said rehab real quick, and just want to talk about gratitude. It's in the Post. I would never say it. HBO's boss, Chris Albrecht, who I like a lot. I mean, he was very, very...
Jimmy knows this guy pretty well because he did a half-hour comedy special. He did Lucky Louie, and now he's doing his 1-hour HBO comedy special, which is something every comedian in the world wants to do, and Jimmy gets to do it In early June in Washington?
22nd in D.C.
Yeah, we're all going down for the taping. We're very excited about that.
Well, that was Chris Albrecht, who's the president. Unfortunately, Time Warner, he stepped down because the domestic violence thing, I guess, in Vegas. And this is in the Post on page 6.
Well, what happened, just in case people don't know? I mean, he had an altercation with his girlfriend?
Yeah, apparently they said he, like, choked her and was, like, I don't know if he hit her, but he did.
I made an ass of myself.
Yeah, it was pretty, it was said here he allegedly punched and choked his girlfriend. I mean, obviously it wasn't just a shove for HBO. It was at an HBO event, like the fight, like outside, I guess. So it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And Albrecht had to step down because Time Warner owns it. But he said here, he was a comic. I didn't know that. The former comic went on leave, blah, blah, blah. And he informed colleagues, he had been sober for 13 years, but 2 years ago, I decided I could handle drinking again. Clearly, I was wrong. And that is just dude.
Oh, boy.
I want to hug him.
Clearly, I was wrong.
What it costs you, man.
Wow. And you would think
I had no idea he didn't drink or didn't. I don't know.
And you would think someone in his position would realize... Well, I don't. Why would I say that?
Well, you think probably like, life is great now. I'm at the top of my game.
Maybe I could handle this.
Yeah, you're in a different place in life.
Yeah.
So you can you know how good that buzz has to feel though after that long. You know how good a drink has to feel after that long?
I've heard mixed
I probably just made like 80 alcoholics take a shot.
Including me.
Yeah, Jimmy, you know. There are times you're thinking about it, right? This day?
You ever teeter just thinking about it?
Very rarely. My sickness attacks me another way now. It's almost too obvious to go have a drink. My other part of me goes, shut your face.
Yeah.
But it does say things like, you don't need people. You can do this yourself. Or it hits me differently just to isolate me and cause horrible depression. You know, it does its own. It does its own little thing.
Jimmy needs a hug.
I do.
Yeah.
I read that.
Rock.
That was bothersome.
Yeah, that is bothersome. He's
a nice guy.
What also is bothersome is people saying, why aren't you doing Pilates?
I did them yesterday.
Pilates just sounds not good.
That sounds like another girl thing.
Yeah.
Well.
Pilates.
I had to go to...
Why don't you go to a spinning class?
Yeah, there you go.
Spinning is another thing that, of course, it's a hell of a workout, but it's not quite the most masculine workout thing you could do it.
You know what, though? There's not one person in this room that could get through a spinning class.
I know.
And I consider myself in pretty good shape.
Dude, I could.
But in my gym,
yoga.
I see those spinning classes going on. I'm like, wow.
Insanity.
I got a ways to go still.
Yeah.
Pilates.
But Pilates just sounds Pilates-ish.
Pilates.
We did 10 minutes yesterday because we were running late, and then we just did the thighs.
Oh.
You watch the DVD and you do
You and other men touching them together?
Yes.
Jimmy actually has exercise DVDs and stuff.
Do you?
Yeah.
I need real interaction. He actually on your cable you could go to the exercise channel. Jimmy goes to the exercise channel and does Pilates with his girlfriend.
It's good when you have a mat.
forgot about this.
Yeah, you have a mat at home. It's good to do once in a while.
You invite a guy over named what?
No, you don't invite a mat to over.
Oh, I thought it was something a little kinky.
And I hear you follow the Easy Girl or something. Your girlfriend was...
Oh, is there three different?
Your girlfriend
okay, two ones. There's the high energy one and then the low impact one.
Oh, your girlfriend threw you under the bus. I forgot about this. We're in Vegas.
Oh.
And she told me that Jimmy does the Pilates on TV with her, and she's in really good shape.
Yes.
Really good shape. And she said that Jimmy follows the Easy Girl.
Oh,
and they even announced ahead of time, if you're just getting started with Pilates, you might want to follow Susan. And Susan's just not as in shape as the other girls.
No, what happens is this. It's this Crunch Pilates DVD. And the girl is like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And Betsy will have her legs half bent. Her name is Betsy. And she does everything halfway.
Halfway.
And
halfway Betsy.
You want to choke Betsy. It's just funny to watch. We would always say things like, and while I'm doing this, we would throw in, Betsy will be napping. Betsy does nothing. I don't know how she's in shape. I think Betsy makes herself throw up before the shoots. But Pilates, man, that's a workout. It's all about the core breathing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's rough.
You know what?
My chick does it and then critiques me. Like, your legs aren't... I want to shut your mouth.
Someone suggests you do baby size. You get some baby size videos.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing about yoga, though. I'm just getting started in it, and it's tough to get through a class.
Yeah.
Without farting.
I've heard that about yoga too. Like you're twisting yourself in all these positions, and people are just blasting left and right.
Dude, that's all you hear. in the
I hope
room.
they got a good ventilation system.
Oh yeah, windows wide open. You hear some, and they want you to do the when you're breathing out. I refuse to do that.
Stop it!
But man, you can't get through a class without with a little
toot here and there.
little toot.
Little sound that says you're doing the moves right.
Yeah, just
you're not doing it right. Does the instructor do it?
What? No, he's
blast one out.
The guy's an animal. It's ridiculous.
Every so often, no, you're not doing it right unless you.
Yeah. No, but you hear it coming from all over the room.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It really is, but it's really funny too, man.
I want a yoga body.
Do you?
We've always said it. Fart equals funny, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disgusting and all
Does
that.
the class
blah blah
snicker?
blah.
Do they snicker?
You kind of look around and see some smiles. You know, people are trying to stay cool, but it's really funny, man. All right, are we ready for our sing along?
The one guy's mad has turned into a slip and slide.
You ready for our sing along?
Yeah.
We found a star. He's the latest internet star.
I don't know if this guy is.
I think this guy's on our website.
Is retarded in some way, shape, or form?
Are you allowed to say that still?
I'll say retarded until it doesn't make sense to say it. And the word retarded means held back slightly, pulled back, not at the full potential. You're retarding something. So it applies mentally to certain people on this planet.
Yep. Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And it was completely acceptable when I was a kid, but so are some other words, especially in my household. Retarded.
By the way, just to back up, because I am developing my yoga break here, I forgot to tell you. A lot of people would assume that this guy, the yoga instructor, is gay. It's coming in like crazy on the instant feedback.
Yeah.
He talks about his wife, that she does her own class and stuff. Whatever. I'm just setting up what I'm just setting up what I'm about to say. Now you're in a yoga class, and it's pretty much all women, me, and 2 or 3 other almost guys. And I'm like, what am I doing here? And all of a sudden, we're, because it's a beginner class, we're, doing positions and stuff, and you see how I'm slouching.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really good at yoga, you wouldn't be slouching.
No, you'd sit up straight in your chair.
And like Jimmy said, he wants a yoga body. Well, this guy has the yoga body.
What is a yoga body?
He doesn't have an ounce of fat on him, right? And then in the middle of the class, it's already awkward that you look like a total dick doing these positions and stuff, and the farts are coming. You're a beginner, right? All of a sudden, he decides he needs to show the class his spine and his back and his abs to show you that you're in the right position. So in the middle of class, he just takes off his shirt.
Oh, God, what a show-off.
And all the women, you could just hear them all just they're trying to control themselves. I'm like, oh, great.
Did you hear a couple of,
yeah,
I mean, from the other, oh.
But half the women in the place can't control themselves. I'm like, oh, just great. Well, you put your shirt on and
take your shirt on. What a stunt that is. Come on.
But then he's stretching his back and pushing out his chest and bending all the way over, just showing what he's got to offer to the women, basically. It was like a mating call. It's a freaking mating call in the middle of the class.
He knows because he's got all the plumage, and you guys look like plucked chickens walking around. He knows the score.
He's got the plumage, and we all look like veals just getting started here, right? They finally let us out of our little dark box.
Yeah.
I was impressed though. I'm like, nice move, dude. Bravo to you. Obviously, you're looking for some strange, what.
Yeah, he's probably.
You go for it, buddy.
He's probably working it.
I'm like, you got to give him credit.
A straight guy in a yoga class, man. Even if they're all straight guys that are there, it doesn't matter. Most of them are women. I've never taken a class. I always had people come to my house because I knew with my stupid foot I couldn't do a lot of this stuff.
Never do that.
Why?
Never do DVDs or people come to that because I gotta leave the house. I gotta leave the house because put in a DVD of a workout. I'd rather put in Caddyshack. I'll just sit on my ass and watch television unless I have to physically get up and go to a place that is exclusively made for exercising without any other entertainment value whatsoever. Or I'll just be distracted.
Yeah.
I'm like a child.
All right. Well, we got to get to the sing-along because we got Larry the Cable Guy. He's here. He's ready to do our show. So, where were you, Ann? I'm sorry I backed.
This guy, I don't know if he's retarded or drunk or on drugs or something. He's just some guy. I think it seems like he's at some kind of a Baptist church. I don't know. I couldn't tell really, but he's an African American gentleman, and he's up at the podium, whatever they call it. What do they call it in a church? The podium.
The
pulpit.
The pulpit.
Pulpit. He's at the pulpit. And
doing Pilates with Betsy.
He decides he just wants to improv Betsy.
Betsy will be having a stroke.
Betsy stinks.
I know, she just collapses on the throw rug in the corner.
Go ahead.
And he decides he wants to sing.
Yeah.
To sing a little song to inspire the crowd that's there. And it would be nice if you knew the words.
Oh, really? That's what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to sing the song.
Everyone knows the first couple of words to this song, but then he doesn't know the rest. But he, let me tell you something. Hang in there with this one, because he brings it on home.
Does he really?
Oh, God.
I only heard the first minute.
Other people try to chime in to cover up how awful he is.
Yeah, basically, if you're going to sing Amazing Grace in a church, you should know all the words.
All the words.
All right,
yeah.
Here we go.
Praise the Lord, Jesus in the name of the Lord. Amen. I'm going to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound.
Okay.
Amazing Grace. I want people to sing with me too. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound.
I made an ass of myself.
The organ chimes in now to try to cover it up. What?
Oh, that
You should have stopped right there. Now another guy starts singing. He's riffing. They wanted to stop right there, too.
Oh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, is that great?
If I was in a church and I saw that thing singing, I would renounce God and walk out. How do you believe in any type of a higher power after watching that?
Exactly.
I thought Wesley Willis was dead. It sounds like Wesley Willis, huh?
I would tell you to go to numerous websites, some of our own.
Yeah.
That we can't mention, I don't think. I don't know. Whatever. But dig up the video of that. It is hysterical to watch this guy. When he riffs like that, he started feeling it. And you could tell the keyboardist, the organ, wants to stop. He like drags out the last note, and then he just kicks in again. Oh, man. They're like, oh, no, we got to do another verse.
When he brings it on home at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to take a break. Okay.
We got Larry the Cable Guy here, too, coming in.
Yeah, it's on our website, and it's also on Break.com. Break.com's been great to the show, so give them a plug today as well. Larry the Cable Guy, yes, next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Get infected. Opie and Anthony!
Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony Show. One of the co-hosts is choking. Swallowing something. And, of course, we're back. We have Larry the Cable Guy in the studio. We haven't had you on in a long time, man.
No, you know what? When was the last time I was here? Last year.
Last year.
Was it last year?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been about a year. But I heard y'all talking about Pilates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I never done any either, but in college I did a lot of pull-outies.
I think that might be a little different.
I remember my wife always said I always try and find something to get in shape, you know, and because I'm blowing up like a tick on Dracula. And when my wife says, why don't you try yoga? You ever tried that?
Yeah.
I never want to get my nose that close to my ass crack again. All right, good Lord.
You get it close to a lot of other people's ass cracks, though, man. They're right next to you as you're trying to do this crap.
You won't eat, though. You want some chili? No, I got yoga tomorrow. I better not.
Yeah.
I'll come out looking like I was working on a coal mine all week.
Apparently, Ope's trying that yoga thing, and nah. Sorry.
I'm with you. That's not for me.
You're all getting all I picture is a room full of people on mats on all fours with their noses too close to someone else's rear end. And like you said, you're twisting in these positions where you're kind of losing gas, and the room stinks.
And someone else is saying that those sounds are something different than farts too.
Oh, maybe in the ladies.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, that's...
Some yoga experts are checking in. So, you do anything to stay in shape, Larry?
Oh, well, I went jogging a couple weeks ago.
Yeah?
I didn't want to. My car broke down in a crappy neighborhood. I lost 8 pounds in my CD changer. But, you know, it's just tough. You know, you try. I was getting kind of worried because, you know, I just like food. And I went in for a checkup a while back, and the doctor, his eyes were just, and he's like, you need to lay off eggs. And I'm like, oh, damn, is my cholesterol bad? He said, no, your farts are killing it. And, but I tell you what you shouldn't do is eat in bed.
No.
Because that'll kill you. And I remember I fell asleep with the fondue pot on a couple weeks back and woke up and had third-degree cheese burns on my testicles, and I still ain't found the fondue forks. So.
And perhaps there are certain foods maybe best suited.
Maybe not. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. I take the rotisserie off the headboard and everything, so I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm finished with that. But, no, it's good to see. I got to tell you, I'm kind of groggy today. Ever since they moved that TV show Friday Night Lights to Wednesdays, I just don't know what the hell day it is. It's bizarre.
Can I tell you, as a comic, the one thing you don't want to hear when you're doing a city is, oh, it's good, Larry the Cable Guy is there the same night. The ticket sales are not good.
Wait, is that happening again?
No, it didn't in Poughkeepsie. I wanted to shoot myself.
We had Larry on, and you were going, I think it was Houston. Oh, you were at the local improv, and he was playing like the Astrodome or something. No, I'm not even kidding.
Wherever the Super Bowl is held, that's where he's doing a gig. And I think I did the improv. And I wouldn't draw in Houston if every other comedy club in Houston blew up, and mine was the only one that was available. But when you're competing against him, it was, in Poughkeepsie, he sold so many seats he had to come back 2 weeks later and do the same venue when it was available again.
You know what, Poughkeepsie was nuts. Poughkeepsie, I went in, I did 2 nights, 2 shows a night, and then I came back 10 days later and did 2 more shows.
That's pretty cool.
I tell you what,
Jesus Christ.
Good fans up there.
You do have a rabid following.
A massive following.
And so does he. He's kind of...
Well, yeah,
you know,
but literally rabid. They bite. They give you diseases that kill you.
Yeah. A little different. different, Larry.
Yeah, if you want to compare our followings, picture Fiji and China, if you want to go like numbers-wise.
I actually do a room in China and kick ass.
I was just going to say, Jesus Christ.
Get that done.
Yeah, you just have a ridiculous following, and what do you attribute that to?
Well,
there's a lot of comics out there. I mean,
well, you know what? I don't know. I think I just kind of struck on something people like. I've always just learned, you be good to your fans be good to you. And I mean, I honestly love them to death. I mean, it's kind of like a family reunion sort of when I show up. I'm just on stage and doing one-liners and having fun, and they really don't care what I do. They could care less about the political correctness. I think, and as you find out, the more that you go through your career, people, they're sick of that crap. They want to come out and laugh, and they don't want to be preached at. They don't want somebody to act like they're better than them. They just want to pay money and laugh. And I think I provide that, and they're just good crowds. And of course I've built that following throughout the years.
Yeah.
So it's not like I just showed up and they
overnight.
go, hey, let's go see this guy.
Larry, I just want to jump in. You say that they're sick of the political correctness and they want to come out and just laugh and stuff. We truly believe that is the exact same thing with radio, but for some reason the media has gotten a hold of this radio thing, and they think everyone should be nice and not make fun of particular groups.
Well, the media thinks that they know better than anybody else.
But our audience is like, no, this is why we listen to you guys. It's refreshing. You're saying stuff that we wish we could say to our bosses and to the people around us,
Well, it's like, I forget who was, but them other people got fired for doing a Chinese joke or something.
Oh, yeah, JV and Elvis.
Yeah, those guys. Meanwhile, you got Chinese people calling up going, that sucks, man. Them guys are funny.
Right.
Yeah. But you had one guy, but it's just all of a sudden it's almost like the media is like the super minority media are the ones making the rules for everybody else, and they shouldn't be doing that.
Picture you're playing in front of a packed crowd of your fans, and 3 people walk in and say, well, I don't like what you're saying. Everyone leave. And it's like, well, wait a minute. We're thousands of people enjoying what's happening here.
Yeah, where's their voice?
Why can't we?
They don't get to be heard,
But for some reason, with radio, the people get up and leave. They don't.
Right.
There's no backbone in especially the corporate world. There's no backbone. People obviously don't write letters when they enjoy something. It's just when something pisses them off. And it's so frustrating that such a small minority of people that get offended and their feelings hurt have such power.
It is. It makes me madder than a midget with a yo-yo. I mean, but it's like when I was up, let me tell you something, like I was up in North Dakota, they're suing the NCAA, North Dakota University, because the NCAA wants them to get rid of the Fight and Sue. And everybody up there wants them to keep the name, including the Sioux.
The Sioux, right.
Except for one guy up there. And, of course, the media, they're the guy that they're pulling for. And it's like, if everybody else wants it, then why does it... Why? I just don't understand why the media... Who died and left them God?
Yeah.
I don't understand it, They'll go, well, that's offensive. Well, to you...
Yeah.
But not to all the 80% of the people watching it.
Yep.
If you don't like it, don't listen to them.
Don't listen. Turn it off.
You know what? Yeah, I don't get it. But I think that's what, the crowd's like. I think when you go up and you do your act and you're funny and you give them a good show and you don't apologize for anything you do, because the minute you start apologizing,
they know they got you.
They know they got you. So they can kiss my ass. I'm not apologizing for nothing. If it's funny, I'm doing it. And the only people I got to make happy are those people buying those tickets. And, I think you feel the same way. So.
Absolutely,
man.
man.
With you, I don't know David Cross. I met him once. There was an ongoing thing with you guys, and I don't know I don't know the detail. I just know that there was an ongoing battle. Did he attack you, or did you attack him? What happened?
You know what I always say, that there was no battle at all. And I've always said to this day, I've always thought he was funny. I watched his shows. My wife loves his shows, and. But I had just, he had said something in an interview I did, and he even says he started. He said he started on Kimmel. I mean, But he had said something that wasn't very flattering about my fans, saying my fans are all a bunch of back-ass hillbilly rednecks, no education, which isn't true. You know, I mean, for God's sake, I got to...
It's true for some of them, not Larry.
Well, you know what? Yeah, but that's true for any act.
Well, yeah.
All right? I mean...
Have you seen our fans? Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
One of them asked me for $1.
They don't like your... Our fans think your fans are uppity.
Exactly. But so that was... So I basically just said, hey, what are you getting my fans for? You know, they're just coming out and having a good time. And I never really said anything at all bad about him. I was basically sticking up for my fans. But that's all done and over with. I mean... God bless the guy. I mean, he's got a career. He's successful. He's a funny guy. I hold no grudge against him. I'm not sure if he came in here right now. I go, hey, what's up, Dave? You know, no big deal.
Nothing better than a good comedy war.
Well, you know, I think people were trying to start a comedy war, and it didn't happen, so I think they're disappointed. But, hey, you know, more power to him. I always say this. Anybody that's doing stand-up comedy... God bless them. It isn't easy, and it's hard to do. And I've been blessed to be able to get these big crowds. But I started in 1985, and I worked my hind end off to get to where I am. So, you know, I used to call radio stations, up to 27 of them, every day, 5 days a week, 6 in the morning till 11:30 in the afternoon.
You were one of those guys. We talked about that last time. You had a whole list of stations, and you had to make believe you were only part of that station, and then you moved on to the next one, right?
Yeah.
What was the character?
I had to act like I lived everywhere.
It was Larry.
Well, it was just me calling up as
Larry, the cable guy.
I was calling up as a cable guy.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, you know, you just...
But you had to be local?
I had to localize everything. Some of these places, I didn't even know where the hell I was, you know, where it was at.
How often would you call each station? Would you give it like a month or 2 weeks, or how often would you?
Almost weekly.
There was probably 30% of them I called every day. There was a small percent I called 1 day a week. Every day, though, I was the least I would do in a day would be 8.
8 stations.
Yeah, and the most I would do in a day would be like 14. But some of them, you know, were just 1 day a week. Sometimes you just call on Friday. But your Friday was always your big day because everybody wanted you on Friday to do like a weekly wrap-up.
Right.
You know,
what's going on?
Dude, so you're writing jokes. You're up at 3 in the morning going, oh, damn. And the funny thing about doing that was sometimes you're just tapped. You know, there's nothing going on.
You're just
tapped. And so I go, well, this really sucks, this commentary I've written. I'm going to act like I am hammered. And so I just call up, hey, fellas. And you think it's like disaster. You're just acting like you're hammered through the whole thing, and then you got friends calling you up, dude, it was hilarious.
I had nothing. Yeah.
I know, exactly.
How did you remember what you did? Because I actually thought of him when I was in the Midwest recently, because I think he's legendary for doing that as a comic. He's getting up radio stations, an animal. How do you remember what you said? I forget what I said here, and I'm only here. How do you remember what you said on this station? Oh, I said it last Tuesday when I called them. Oh, no, wait, was that Wichita? How do you...
Well, when I was doing those, I wrote out a script. So once that station was done, once I did this same script for everybody, that one was filed away, and we did another one. You know, I would do another one.
So, yeah, it's called professionalism,
Jimmy.
Anybody begrudge him success? Oh my God!
He paid his dues, man.
I literally got notebooks and stacks of just social commentaries. I mean, all the way up. I mean, I think, you know, back to the end of the Bush senior years is when I started doing the commentary.
Wow.
All through Clinton, all through the first half of Bush.
You could get a whole history lesson just going through your files.
Oh, man, I got a lot of good material off there in Reno and all that, so I miss them guys.
Damn.
What's on your mind these days? What do you think of the president and the tornado? And we got a lot of cool stuff going on these days.
I'll tell you, the one thing is the global warming stuff. I mean, I'd be more apt to believe that stuff if a bunch of wingnuts weren't pushing it. You know, like Al Gore's walking around. Have you seen Al Gore?
Yeah.
Evidently global warming ain't melted his ice cream. Good job. And then Sheryl Crow, we need 1 square of toilet paper.
You know, we were off the air. Thank you for bringing that up. We were off the air. We did 2 weeks of vacation, and that was the big story. She wants everyone to use 1 square of toilet paper.
To save, evidently
What
Sheryl...
the hell does she eat?
Evidently she ain't been eating what I'm eating.
Right.
You know? Hey, Cheryl, come to my grandma's house on Sloppy Joe night. You'll use the whole roll, the tube, and a couple pillowcases.
Sloppy Joe night.
But you know, Cheryl Crow.
Just another person that's out of touch with the whole thing. One sheet of toilet paper.
It really irritates you. You know, even if I was single, I would not have sex with Cheryl Crow. If Cheryl Crow was... All right, I would. All right, never mind. I would. I mean,
smash her in the mouth with that dumb guitar to shut her up.
Yeah.
We get it. You can sing. Shut up.
I always love these talk shows. Like, I sit home and listen to these talk shows, and I think it's always funny, right? We go to, Des Moines, and there's some guy talking and railing on Rumsfeld and what an idiot he was and blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm not really, you don't know. I'm not in that field. I don't know. But I'm just thinking to myself, here you got a guy that went to West Point and spent his entire career studying the great military leaders and battles and earned all these medals and studying the art of war. And yet, Ricky, the assistant manager from Radio Shack, is calling him an idiot. Ricky, let Ricky run the war. He knows what's going on. I just
see, our take on that is, like, we do that stuff, obviously, but we have these in front of us, microphones, so we're experts.
Right. Exactly.
You get a microphone in front of you, you're now an expert on everything.
No matter what you say, you're right. Because you got a microphone.
Exactly. Yeah,
oh, man, is
that's
that
really funny, man.
I think that's hilarious.
Too goddamn true, man.
I was another one of the blue-collar guys who I only met once or twice who I love, Ron White, who just, all he does is drink. He's the greatest.
I know.
I heard he's flying, is he like flying private planes? I hear he's really enjoying life.
Oh, he's enjoying it. But I'll tell you what, Ron has not had a sip of liquor in 132 days.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, I think it's 132. He was slurring when he said that.
Can I point out that's how you know you're an alcoholic when your friends go, it's been 132 days.
And we're hoping he can make 140.
I got a joke about Ron. I said, went over to Ron's house and he's got like a diploma above his office, and I didn't even know he went to college. I said, well, what college did you graduate from? He goes, no, that's a liquor license. All right, that makes sense.
You guys now, I mean, obviously you're doing very well for yourselves. And your audience, I think, seems like the type of audience, like ours too, wants that credibility, wants that, down to earth kind of, you're not getting too high and mighty, and they know, ours especially, to pull us right back down, to earth if we start thinking we're a little too, do you find it hard, though, the more success you get, to keep relatable with the audience?
Well, no, not at all, and I'll tell you why. It's just like, I've got the same friends I've always had before this started. I mean, my two best buddies in the world are my buddy Brad Ward from Sanford, Florida, who looks just like me, and his southern accent, you can't even understand the guy. And my other good buddy is Marty Hill from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who's a cattle auctioneer. And they're my two best friends, and they have been, and we always hang out together. I live in the same place I've always lived. I just moved one house down. My brother lives in my old house. I haven't moved to L.A. or New York, so I keep it pretty grounded.
I imagine that one house down is a little nicer than the house you left.
It's a mini mall.
Is it a little better than your...
I'm not going to sit here and listen to that.
Mini mall.
It is.
Right. You moved into the mall, right? Very good, Jimmy.
No, it is. Hey, it is bigger. Obviously, it is.
Come on, we love you.
Not going to give his brother the big house.
We love you, but we can't let that slide.
No,
I think that other house is a little nicer, man.
Well, it is. It's a couple thousand square feet bigger.
All right.
But I'm just saying, I haven't really bought myself anything too extravagant. But I mean, I like nice things. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, every so often you go out and spend some money.
Yeah, but I really haven't changed much else. I mean, I dress like this because I like dressing like this. It's not because it's for show. I mean, I live in Florida. It's hot. I love wearing sleeveless shirts. So, boom, I do it.
So, you guys, what is your crowds? Like, you're doing, in a lot of 5,000-seat venues. Are you still doing, occasionally you're doing, like, bigger than that, right?
Oh, I've been, for the last 3 years, I've been on an arena tour. Yeah. So
hey, 3 years, Jimmy.
3-year arena tour.
He's going to hang himself, Larry. Don't do this to him, man.
But that I'm happy for him because I love the fact that a comic is doing that, and I also want to kill myself and him out of disgusting jealousy. But a 3-year arena tour, it's my.
How about you do one of our shows just for free as a goof?
Yeah, just
as a goof.
Yeah,
we can't afford you, but we could give you a nice crowd.
I'll tell you what, if I was close and y'all were doing something, I'd come in and say, y'all been good to me. I mean, I'd do something like that in a heartbeat if I was around.
Well, we do our comedy tour. It's the second summer, and we did pretty well last year. We got some nice numbers. Not Larry the Cable Guy.
I bet he's booked up for every date.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Because as soon as these mics go off, he goes, talk to my people. And then,
but if I was close and y'all were doing that, I would more than happy to do it. But
all right, you heard it here. Larry the Cable Guy might show up at one of the ONHL Virus comedy
but I'm not flying in for you bastards.
Hold on, Larry. Ticket sales are lagging in a couple of places. Larry the Cable Guy will be appearing on 10 of the 12 virus shows.
Why don't you hint that you just might be in the Boston area? We're up there. We could use a little help up there.
Oh, Boston. I was up there a while back. I saw some of the weird. I saw fat homeless people.
Yeah?
How does that happen?
I have no idea. They must be new, I guess. I guess you really can eat yourself out of house and home.
Hey, we got Dan from Alabama. We got to get him on the phone here. Dan, what's up?
I love you. Love the show.
Yeah, thanks, man. We force our listeners to say that, by the way. We wanted to sound like they got a gun to their head, Larry. That's how we roll here. What's up, Dan?
Exactly. Hey, I like to ask Larry to sort of tell a joke or two about us Southern truck drivers, if he sure would.
You don't like the Southern truck drivers, Larry?
I love the truck drivers. Shoot, I like the truck drivers. Yeah, I always like the truck drivers. You know, they always, listen to y'all on your XM.
Oh, yeah.
I can mention that on this?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
I never know what I can mention or not.
Yeah, we're on there.
But yeah, no, truck drivers are awesome. As a matter of fact, one time I remember, this is years ago, I was leaving the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, and this is probably 2001, 2000, and some trucker told a joke. So I got on there and I told a joke, and then they laughed, and I told another, and they laughed, and then you hear this trucker go, "Keep them coming, boy, keep them coming." And I drove 2 hours all the way back to Orlando on my CB, because I got a big old Dodge truck on a 12-inch and 38, and I was driving it down the road. I did a 2-hour show on the way to Orlando, and I had all these truckers chiming in, "Oh, that's a good day." It was pretty hilarious.
CB radios are still out there?
Oh, yeah.
The truckers are still using them, obviously?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has fun with their radios, and whatever work truck you're in.
Honestly, God, they are still.
Yeah. I had my work fleet there at Apollo Air Conditioning had the Motorola radios, and I used to have a micro cassette recorder, and I would record the other guys calling the bass, or the bass calling the other guys. And then when I would drive, I would just play it back, and you'd hear like 17 to bass, and then you'd hear bass go ahead 17, and I rewind. 17 to base. Go ahead! And they get all pissed off. Or base to 12. Go ahead. Base to 12. Well, what? Can you hear me? They get so pissed off. Or they'd ask a question, and then an hour later, I'd have them ask the same question. You asked me that an hour ago.
That's pretty
fun
with the radios, man.
Tell you what, all you got to do is pick up a CB and say something good about Jeff Gordon, and you will have a conversation on that CB for 3 hours on that thing. Now, do y'all follow NASCAR and all? Or?
I try to figure it out. My brother's a big fan of NASCAR.
Yeah,
he's a huge fan.
Some of them at XM, so we kind of try to keep up a little bit. But we
had what's his name on? He was winning every race.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. And
then, we know the bigger names, but
we became friends with Jimmy Johnson. We had him on a lot, and he was on a winning streak. And then I don't know. I think we said something that might have
did we
ended that relationship. We haven't had him on in 6 months, and we like the guy.
Yeah,
We're always blowing it.
We probably said something like, we enjoyed watching his IndyCar race.
Yeah, that was the wrong sport.
We're total dopes.
Well, Larry
did the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Larry, we're very hacky when we talk to the NASCAR drivers. We say all the dumb stuff, like, do you think of throwing stuff out the window to make other guys get flat tires? We're really hacky with our NASCAR material. Maybe you can help us out. I don't know.
A smoke screen on the back, like James Bond.
Well, I like NASCAR better than Formula, but I tell you what, I do like Danica Patrick.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love how they say she's going to grab the pole on the weekend. But that's the big thing now. Everybody's pissed off they got Toyota in NASCAR.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, oh, man, as long as they ain't got no Asian drivers, that's all I got to say. Good Lord. And they're off. Oh, there's a crash. Plus, it's not good for the children because you don't want to hear the announcer go, here comes Dong up the rear every 25 minutes.
There you go. We can update our NASCAR material now.
Yeah.
I can say that joke. I got an Asian wife.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, see? Apparently that doesn't wash.
Who knows? Who knows what
I
washes?
really don't.
Doesn't wash with JV and Elvis.
I really don't, but she likes crab rangoons.
Oh, okay. Well, close enough.
My wife
We're going to get Larry out of here in a few minutes because he's doing like another 10 TV shows today, and who knows what.
Yeah, we'll be seeing him popping up on the monitors behind us.
What show are you doing today after us?
You know what? I'm doing Regis and Kelly.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good show. And then I'm doing Coleman tonight.
Very cool.
And did you happen to see me on Leno on Tuesday? Dude, I was on with Matthew Fox from Lost.
Oh, yeah.
And I always like being the second guest. They always say you want to be, and I'm like, no, I want to be second. I like playing off them acts, you know. I had 2 great stories about that. I was on with Matthew Fox, and of course he's on Lost. And I go, you know, you and I have a lot in common. Your TV show and my movies. After everybody sees them, they say the same thing. What the hell did I just watch? I don't understand. And I go, you named that show right because you missed one episode. You're freaking lost. And then I was on the best one though. I was on with Kate Blanchett, and she's just prim and proper, you know, Juilliard school actress, you know, and I'm doing my jokes. You know, I did that joke about, no, your farts are killing us, you know, that kind, and she's just stone-faced. Oh, she can't believe she's hearing this stuff. And so I did a joke about, I said, Jay, so I'm in Vegas and my toilet wouldn't flush. And I couldn't figure out why. And I took off the lid to my toilet tank. You ain't gonna believe what was in there. David Blaine. Right? And everybody laughs. And I look at her and she's just sitting there stone-faced. I go, you believe that, Blanchett?
Blanchett.
You believe that? David Blaine holding his breath in my turd tank for 4 days. And the look of horror on her face. Oh, my buddy said that was hilarious.
That's why we love you, man.
Oh, man. Well, you know what?
Hey, we should promote the movie.
Yes.
I mean, that's why you're here, really.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No
Delta
doubt.
Farce? What's that about?
You know what? Delta Farce is awesome. Unlike my last movie, this one's a comedy. I had we had the premiere at Andrews Air Force Base, whereas Health Inspector, we had the premiere at Abu Ghraib. And you know what? This is a great movie. It's me, DJ Qualls from Hustle and Flow and Road Trip. That dude needs to eat a sandwich because that kid, good God, I've thrown fish back way more than that kid. He's like 6'1", 50 pounds. And Bill Engvall. But, you know, we get sent off to Iraq. They think we're soldiers. We're not. We're basically just out shooting guns at an armory, and we get mistaken as soldiers. We're on our way to Iraq. They go through a storm in the C-130, and they got to dump some equipment to lose an oil pressure, and mistakenly, the Humvee rolls out the back of the C-130, parachutes to the ground. These guys wake up. Oh, my God, we're in Iraq. Lock and load, boys. They're scared to death. Well, they're in Mexico, and they have no idea. And it was filmed on location in Los Angeles. So, you know what, it's a great movie, and you know, it has absolutely, you know, it's just military background for this, but it has nothing to do with the war in Iraq at all. And we actually did premiere it at Andrews Air Force Base, brought a lot of the soldiers over from Walter Reed, and I knew it was funny. I knew they'd like it. But the response we got was even more than I thought it would. And
that's awesome.
And the cool thing was I got a letter from the colonel there at the Air Force Base, and he said, man, this was awesome. The troops loved it. There was absolutely no sensitivities in the movie. You know, because you worry about stuff like that when you put something out, because people can't separate politics from comedy anymore.
Nope.
But they loved it, and so I hope people go see it. It's really a good movie. And it really is different than the first one. This is an ensemble. Everybody's got their show. era jokes. Danny Trejo's in it, that badass Mexican with the with the tattoo on his stomach, and he's funny in this. So, yeah, I hope people go check it out. We were going to change the name of it to Spider-Man 4.
Shut up. Can you imagine? Someone should do that just for the hell of it. You get sued, I'm sure. But the movie starts tomorrow.
Yeah, the movie starts tomorrow, so I hope everybody here in the city goes out and checks it out.
And you were in Cars, which was just a great movie. I love the cartoons, man.
Yeah, the thing that sucked about those, because of Brokeback Mountain, they took the part out where I got rear-ended. And that was the part that stunk. No, that was a cool, you just put a scratch on my scratch.
Yeah.
I do that to little kids, they'll come and they go, that was Mater. And they go, no, it ain't. And I go, hey, you just put a scratch on my scratch. Ah! They freak. That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Groupies?
Huh?
I know we got to take a break. Do you get groupies?
I have groupers, women with fish faces. That's what I have.
LarryTheCableGuy.com. LarryTheCableGuy.com. And you got the CD out as well. Morning Constitution?
Morning Constitutions is my brand new CD, so I hope people go check that out. And I wanted to just thank you all for having me in, man. Thanks for always supporting me, and I'm really happy with all
Well, you're going to return the favor. You're going to be at one of our shows, right?
Let me tell you something. Like I said before, I live in Florida 6 months a year, in Nebraska 6 months a year. So if I'm able to do it, by God, I'd love to.
How cool would that be, though? Out of nowhere, he just walks on the stage and does a few minutes.
If he can't make it, there's another character that I've been working on called Jim, the DirecTV employee. I'll be happy to chime in.
I've heard of it. It's been making the waves.
Larry, it's always a pleasure. You're great, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
But you don't need to hear that. You do 10 shows a day.
3-year arena tour.
Yeah, 3 years. How many people the most you performed in front of? Live?
Well, the biggest crowd I've done so far.
I'm just asking this question to really bum him out, by the way. So even if it's, make the number really high.
Well, the biggest crowd I've done so far was in where was it? It was in the Georgia-Florida line there. I can't remember where it was at, but 15,000. And then, so that was the big. Now, the biggest blue collar ever did, all 4 of us together. This was really awesome. Talk about nervous. Oh, man. We did the final rehearsal before our 3rd movie at the Gaylord Center in Nashville. Still hold the record today. We beat Elton John and Billy Joel. We did over 21,000.
Oh.
And, dude, it was nerve-wracking. I mean, you shouldn't do comedy.
You walk out in front of 21,000 people.
It really throws your timing off a little bit.
Would you guys revolve closing, or would you guys have an order that you did set?
No, we had the set. I think I closed it off, and Jeff came up and said, "Hey, you want to close this show this time?" And he goes, "I am sick and tired of following everybody." And he had a point. He's going up, and we're all doing our best 15 minutes, and Jeff's got to go up after it, and he's like, "I ain't following you guys anymore," And he could do it easily, but he didn't do it.
Right, there you go. We got to get you out of here. He's got to get to Regis. He's got a car outside. So it's LarryTheCableGuy.com to get all your info, basically. But Delta Farce starts tomorrow.
Delta Farce starts tomorrow. Go check it out. Thanks for having me on. And I got to do this. It's in my contract. Get her done.
Get her done. There you go. Larry the Cable Guy. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Your home for good, clean, wholesome family entertainment. Wow.
That is such a long way to go just to say.
It's the Opie and Anthony.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Once again, I want to thank Larry the Cable Guy for stopping by. Of course, after Larry the Cable Guy left the studio, we ran right down the hall to see what was dumped.
Right. Because he was doing some of his jokes
He was doing
that he does
jokes
in front of tens of thousands of people that laugh and find it hysterically funny.
He's been on a 3-year arena tour doing the exact, not the exact, but some of the jokes you heard on our interview with him.
Was none of it contained any foul language whatsoever.
And we're breaking this to Jimmy live on the air because we thought it would be a lot of fun to hear Jimmy's natural reaction. They dumped out the Asian material.
Yes.
Just about all of it.
Wait.
Yeah.
They dumped out, did they jump out of the driving reference?
Pretty much all of it.
I believe, yeah.
Pretty much all
yes.
of it.
They dumped out of, yes.
Pretty much all of it.
How infuriating is it?
That's disgusting. How can management explain that?
I don't know. We gotta.
See, we argue that we're comedians. Larry is a comedian.
Yeah.
There's no argument. That's what he has been doing since 1985.
Get me that crappy Dat Fan material.
Wow.
Get me some of that stuff and just play it. Can we play that?
Margaret Show.
Hey, I want to do a 5 o'clock funnies at 8:30. Get some Margaret Show.
Mm-hmm.
Get some
doing
Dat
her mother's
Fan.
accent. All she does. My mother talking like that, but she wouldn't have an act if it wasn't for making fun of her mother's accent.
I bet that just got dumped out of. I bet you doing that just got dumped out of.
Yeah, they're just.
I bet it did.
They're uber sensitive.
It did? Yeah. You cannot do a stereotypical accent
Jimmy's
from any other ethnic group without it being dumped out of.
Wow.
And if Dat Fan or Margaret Cho came on this program and did it, I assume they would let it fly.
Yeah, it would be fine.
I don't know. They're basing freedom of speech on ethnicity right now.
I'm just going to tell you, I'm embarrassed for the station.
I'm embarrassed
for this country.
I'm embarrassed for the Asian listeners of this radio show.
I'm embarrassed for Earth.
I'm embarrassed for the Asian listeners. I'm sorry, but this company has decided that you can't handle Asian humor.
You can't handle
where a joke might make fun of an Asian stereotype.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I have to apologize to the Asian listeners that do listen to our show, and they do. They do.
People on XM caught it.
Yeah, they did.
So now we have to take it off the air and put it right back on my drive home where it belongs.
Wow.
Excuse me?
The fact that a reference to an Asian person driving would get dumped, it's almost, it's like, I'm boggled.
You know
that a company would allow themselves to be beaten that badly by a special interest group. I mean beaten, not like victorious, but beaten like the way you would beat a naughty child or an animal. To be beaten that badly by a special interest group is embarrassing.
Isn't it amazing? That is one step above being called out by a chicken for doing the chicken crosses the road joke. It's that old and of a joke and that silly. Why?
Let's try this. Hi, I'm gay. Hi.
Well, where's the joke? Let's see it.
Wow. Well, we got
a gay voice. I just did a gay voice.
Well, we got a big meeting with the new boss next week, so we'll take it to the top and
discussion
and see where we can get.
This goes to the top
because I mean now you're just insane. Larry the Cable Guy should be able to do whatever the hell he wants with his humor on our radio show as long as it doesn't break any FCC regulations.
I don't fault Al.
That's as simple as it gets.
Al has been pretty good with the.
I don't blame Al. It's coming from above.
I blame Al for just being an ass.
Wait, can we do
But
hi, this is Mr. Steinberg. I'm a Jewish fella.
Well,
why not? I'm just curious.
Maybe if you did it in a Jewish accent.
That's the best I can do.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I thought you were doing Asian again.
No,
it might have gotten dumped because he might have mistaken that for Asian.
No. I'm a Jewish fella. No.
Are you?
Jews are okay. Gays are okay. How y'all doing? I live in Uptown.
Look at Jimmy.
And then Iraq types and clicks and tries to see if it got
They're
dumped.
just uber
the black one was okay
to the
too.
Asian stuff, right?
Okay,
That was okay.
no
I didn't know it was
Asian
bad.
It's okay for now, but then now that you told all the special interest groups that it's easy to get to you, of course now all the other groups are going to jump on board, and eventually all that stuff you just did will not be okay.
How about this?
I don't know what that means.
That was Swahili or something.
All right. Hey, listen, we'll bring it to the top next week when we have our meeting. Homeless Charlie made his debut on our show yesterday. He did the homeless shopping spree. I know you're.
I'm like.
We're just gonna have to wait until we even meet with Dan Mason.
I'm like
and have him explain the whole thing to us.
Yeah.
We fought so hard to get certain things through, knowing to do, and I don't know what to say to that. It's really weird as a comic to have to deal with that. It's something that's so non-offensive and non-vicious, and the intent was so non-vicious.
Yeah,
but it's funny, they had no problem with him parodying a hillbilly or doing white trash jokes.
That's fine.
And it should be acceptable because he's funny.
Absolutely.
It all should be acceptable. Every single thing.
I don't get it, man.
All right, listen, let's get some homeless Charlie on the air.
People are a little afraid of Asians.
Then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to get Dr. Ian Smith in to talk about the latest Celebrity Fit Club.
I love Jimmy.
I know. I'm trying to move on just because
Sorry, man.
we're going to get nowhere with this until we talk to Dan Mason anyway. So
No, this is just something Jimmy does when he's mad that cracks me up.
What is it?
They come in, he spits on his own floors.
Oh, yeah. Did you just spit?
My girlfriend yelled at me one time because I spit on the curtains.
Did you?
You know how many times I've walked off when the crowd doesn't like me at this Comedy Cellar, and I'll look at them. It's kind of the way Sonny looked at that photographer.
Oh,
and I'm not going to spit, so I don't want anybody running in here panicking. We dumped out of that material too. Spitting might affect cancer jaw Americans.
Drooling Americans.
The Cellar a lot of times, if they're like really self-righteous and babies, you say, all right, well, you guys have been a good crowd.
And you spit on the stage in front of you and walk off?
Esty, who runs a Comedy Cellar, wouldn't make eye contact with me. She's like, did you spit on this stage? She's Israeli.
Oh, no.
That was Israeli, by the way.
Oh, that was?
I'll announce every one, just to not offend
just to make sure you're... all right. Hey, homeless Charlie. Let's do a little homeless Charlie, then we'll take another break here, okay? So he was part of the homeless shopping spree, but...
He kind of like fell into the crowd, I think, at that point.
Well, because we have such legendary and such stars.
Yeah, but he's kind of a standout when he's solo. He's more of a solo act, homeless guy, than an ensemble.
And no, I want to get to this because it's in the same vein of what we're talking about. Because, homeless Charlie's a black guy, and he loves to call himself the N-word.
Yeah.
Or just use the N-word like it's the word the.
Yeah,
and the company told us that we have to dump out of that or bleep it, even though Charlie is a black guy saying this stuff.
Yeah.
But the other stuff was perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, but what he was talking about was fine.
Yeah.
But the words he used in between talking about it wasn't fine.
Right. So homeless Charlie came by the XM show yesterday, and a star was born. He was just outside the studio all excited to meet us. We're like, come on up, check it out. And next thing you know, we just said hi to the guy, and we're like, wow, this guy's going to get huge from this radio show. So here's homeless Charlie. We were talking about John Sterling, the Yankees baseball announcer, who just has a unique way of just doing his dumb home run calls that we all hate.
Yeah.
Most of us hate. And here's Charlie commenting. Oh, you're from the homeless shopping.
Yeah.
All right.
John Sterling call?
Yeah.
It is high. It is far. It is gone. You pussy Sterling, shut up,
Wow. I think the man made a good point. Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
We got
This guy is one of these people who's not in that situation because of drugs or alcohol. That's what he said in a board meeting. He did. We're going to increase our profits for the fourth quarter. You bunch of pussies. And then he was out the door. Out. Just couldn't hold his out.
Who beeped that?
Well, what part was beeped? I don't even know because the whole beep was in there. What word was beeped?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it was
the mother.
I think it was the big, the big one.
The N?
No. Was it? What? Was there an N in there that was beeped? Maybe. Or an F?
There was one talking.
Not the F that was, for the Q's. Not the F that stands for the Q's, because that's the new F. The old F. The one that stands for, There's a new F word you can't use that means Q or a G people or HS's.
Yeah, no, that wasn't in there. It was the old standby.
Ah, okay.
But I got nervous because there's a use of the word there's a word in there that can only be used in a certain context. And so that was getting me nervous too. It's very nerve-wracking having these things being played on air. I got to be honest.
Isn't it nerve-wracking?
By the way, if you're confused at home, this is what we want you to feel: confusion.
Exactly.
And to also show you how ridiculous this is.
Don't listen to this going, I don't know why would you play this? I can't understand anything. That's the point. Listen to this.
Well, he explains. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I mean...
Look at Dan. Dan's like, oh, my God, I have a good job. Oh, I have such a good job, and now it's, oh, my God.
No, it's all good. Homeless Charlie explains how he got homeless.
Okay. What's your name, bro?
Charlie.
Charlie, and what, forgive me for forgetting, but how'd you end up on the streets?
They kicked me out the house. Jew mother...
Wow. What happened? You had some Jewish landlord, I guess?
Yeah.
And you wasn't paying the rent?
Yeah, mother named Adolf.
I think you got your
Did you try
ethnicities mixed up, sir.
Did you try to sit down and talk it out with him? You seem like a very reasonable human being.
I called out Sharpton up.
He didn't do nothing for you?
I can't help you today. Call back tomorrow.
Damn. He was busy. He was busy with someone with maybe a little cash, right? Doesn't want to help a homeless brother out on the street?
That James Brown hairdo him up.
Oh, my God, this is I want to make it perfectly clear.
I love this guy.
This is our black friend Charlie.
I love this guy.
This is our subconscious.
That's Charlie. And they're dumping out of him saying the N-word, believe it or not. We're not allowed to have that, even if a black guy is saying it now. That's where we're at. That's the climate we're attempting to do a radio show in.
Yeah. Wow. And he's using it in, whatever fashion he wants. It's obviously not hate speech as far as he's concerned with that word.
Right.
It is with Jewish people.
Yeah, so the company...
Apparently he doesn't really enjoy Jewish people.
Well, they wouldn't dump out of Jews because they haven't complained yet.
Yeah. Well, when they complain, then they'll add that to the list.
You know what? Who would listen?
So they wanted us to dump out of a black guy saying the N-word. The original N-word, by the way, because now there's a new N-word.
Not the Imus N-word.
Right.
Now it's known as the Imus N-word.
No, we're going the old school N-word.
Old school N-word? Okay.
Black guys can't say that on our show anymore. But a black guy could talk about this. This is what makes it completely silly. More homeless Charlie.
You've been on the streets for how many years?
I've lost count.
When did the Jew kick you out of the apartment?
This is back about 96.
96?
Yeah.
And you've been on the streets since then?
Yeah.
For the most part?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you make a living? How do you get some change for what you need?
I'll pick up can, mug old bitches. It doesn't matter.
Holy serious. They gotta be easy pickings, right, bro?
Hey, old bitch, what's she gonna do? Chase your ass down the street?
What's your technique? You go with the jab or a hook?
I hooked the bitch in the shit like Mike Tyson.
Did you see that video? You see the video of the mugger working over the 101-year-old?
He was a pussy. If you can't drop a 100-year-old bitch, you're a punk.
See now, it is fine for him to talk about how he walks up to old ladies and punches them in the face to rob them.
Yeah.
But you can't use the N-word or any other word.
Yeah.
Or because that
is offensive.
Is offensive.
Right.
I don't.
That's right.
What a world! Oh my God, this world we live in is gone.
You can't allow it to make you insane because it's so ridiculous. You just got to openly laugh at it. Black guy cannot say the N-word on the radio, but he can talk about knocking old bitches out.
Imus gets fired for commenting on, in a comedic way, on the looks of a basketball team, and this content that this guy is talking about is heinous. Yeah. It is horrible. He's talking about punching old ladies in the face. Hysterical. How beautiful. But it's just an awful, because it's real.
Yeah. Well, he continues with that thought.
By the way, we are on the way to what Canada does with the racial stuff. This is the way they handle racial stuff, too. So this is where we're on our way to, Canada.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's the way they do it. All racial stuff is dumped out of and not tolerated.
Wow.
That's what we're doing. A wonderful country.
So so you clock them and then you go through that purse and they got dirty tissues in there and
you gotta catch them on the 1st of the month. Check date.
Check date.
Catch them on the 15th. Got cat food in first. Yeah.
And then on the other days when you can't find any old bitches to mug, it's cans, the old staple. Isn't that hack for a homeless guy though?
No, a wheelchair don't matter. I don't discriminate.
Oh, wow. There's Homeless Charlie.
He don't discriminate.
We got some more audio from Homeless Charlie. We'll try to get to after the break.
I'll hook that bitch in her jaw like Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
When he's what did he say? I'm mugging old bitch. That is one of the funniest delivered lines I've ever heard.
Oh yeah. That he's honest too.
How did the opening line go? The question was, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, what do you do to make some money?
Yeah.
And he goes, collect cans.
Do we have that? Is that
collect
the first
cans.
line?
Do you want to hear that real fast?
And mug old bitches.
There's certain lines that people say in life that are just like, that is a funny guy.
Funny guy.
But you understand that's the essence of what a funny guy
right.
is.
You've been on the streets for how many years?
I don't I've lost count.
Count? When did the Jew kick you out of the apartment?
This is back about 96.
96?
Yeah.
And you've been on the streets since then?
Yeah.
For the most part?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you make a living? How do you get some change for what you need?
Pick up can, mug old bitches. It doesn't matter.
Holy serious.
They gotta be easy pickings, right, bro?
Hey, old bitch, what's she go do? Chase your ass down the street?
No. What's your technique? You go with the jab or a hook?
I hooked the bitch in the shit like Mike Tyson.
Did you see that video? You see the video of the mugger working over the 101-year-old?
He was a pussy. You can't drop a 100-year-old bitch.
If you can't drop a 100-year-old bitch, that is a poem comedically. The wording in that is poetry.
I guess we got to explain to everyone that we were outraged like everyone else when the old lady got...
outraged.
You can't drop a 100-year-old bitch.
I want to make that perfectly clear so no one confuses the
The content of that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
But the words that he uses...
That's how ridiculous it has become. Yeah.
Wow.
Dr. Ian Smith to talk about the latest Celebrity Fit Club. Dustin Diamond is a doozy on that show. We'll see what that's all about.
Is he here yet?
Yeah, he's in the green room. We'll talk to him next. We haven't seen him in a while. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Pittsburgh chill. Don't dump out of stuff that we're not dumping out of. Oh, my God. It's getting harder and harder to get ratings with this radio show. I don't think we'll ever have the ratings we used to have because the rules are just getting so ridiculous. Our hands are tied behind our backs.
What did Pittsburgh dump out of?
Supposedly they dumped out of the P word during the Homeless Charlie bit. Everyone just losing their minds all over the country. And
which one is that?
You know,
the
poo-ha.
Oh.
Don't be a poo-ha.
Gotcha.
Just scared little one.
And then, you know, a ratings trend will come out and everyone will look at us like, we know what the problem is. Let us do our show and we'll give you unbelievable ratings. Trust me. We have a fine track record as far as that goes. Yes, I'm not talking out of turn. Poker, Anthony. We're doing this in Atlantic City. Maybe we should just play poker every morning on the show.
That's it's safe.
No, that would offend compulsive gambling Americans.
Right,
true.
They would
okay.
snivel and people would collapse.
Yeah.
Anyway, registration. You can hear my voice. I'm just a beaten man today. We've been beaten once again with this radio show. Registration taking place in the House of Blues themed poker room at Showboat down there in Atlantic City from now until May 18th. Day of event registration will take place in the New Orleans Ballroom beginning at 9 a.m. Spots are limited, so register early. Also an official party at Club Worship in the House of Blues at 10 p.m. See, I want to be excited about doing radio. I really do. But it gets downright depressing when this crap is going on around us. Larry the Cable Guy can't do his Asian material on our radio show, even though he does it across America in arenas. Are you crazy?
I think there are more people enjoying what he does than complaining about it.
And you want to talk about out of touch.
Tell these special interest groups to just go away.
He's one of the biggest comics in the country. He is on a 3-year arena tour, and yet somebody's thinking, well, that's offensive. We can't. It's embarrassing, man. It's an embarrassing, like on a really weird level.
Could you imagine getting his audience, which is giant, to get motivated and actually protest in front of a building like 10 people do when they have a problem with something, and they drag 10 people out with them and march around a building and everyone folds?
Yeah.
Imagine 10,000 people marching around a building, how quickly a company would go, what do you want?
Yeah.
We'll give you anything.
And I love the fact that no corporate guys will ever just be honest publicly, and this is in any business. Margaret Cho could come on and do any material she wanted to do. And it's obviously because of her ethnicity, and yet you would never get them just to honestly put that into policy. That you think, why aren't you just men? And this is all corporate business. None of them want to act like men and just be honest.
Yeah.
None of them.
The last 40 minutes have been just downright depressing. Because then we're like, all right, we'll move on, because we're going to be talking to the new boss next week. So we try to play Charlie the homeless guy. And it's beeped to crap to begin with, stuff that shouldn't be beeped, that has nothing to do with the FCC. And then that's not good enough. Now they're dumping out of the beeped bit.
The beeped part.
So why do we even play that track? Because it meant nothing to people that heard it, I guess, in Pittsburgh. Supposedly they dumped out of it. And maybe other cities. The P word.
I think what happened is they had to dump because the beeps worked out in a certain way that in Morse code spelt the S word. So,
oh man, the new rules is
very hard to understand.
Like trigonometry, and I didn't do well with trigonometry, so we're effed. By the way, so House of Blues, we're doing the after party, Club Worship.
Oh, it'll be great.
See, this is what's really important in radio. Make sure you get the sponsors. Plugs read. For details on the tournament, we're doing a week from Saturday.
Tournament?
Tournament?
That's kind of, you said, for details on the torment.
Oh. Did I say torment?
I could see how that could slip out, though.
I certainly agree with you. Don't even correct it. You're right, bro.
For all the details on the torment that we're going through. Whatever. Go to onapoker.com. Yeah. It's a week from Saturday.
But you're not allowed to plug websites.
You're allowed to if it makes money for the company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Dr. Ian Smith, been a while. How you doing?
What's up, fellas? Good to see you guys.
There he is.
Good to see you guys.
Dr. Ian Smith, I gotta tell you, I thought I was done with Celebrity Fit Club. I really thought I was done because it's the same old in my little world. But then I watched the new season. I'm like hooked again. I gotta tell you, Dustin Diamond is the biggest a-hole ever.
Can I tell you something? I just was talking to Harvey yesterday, and Harvey was like, Doc, all the guys who come on who are crazy are on drugs. You know, Jeff Conway, the Baldwin guy. He said this is the first time we had a psycho on the show who was sober. Like, the guy's not anything. He's just acting stupid.
We had him on our show. We hated him.
Years ago.
They still debate this, the fans do, who was the worst guest on the Opie and Anthony show ever. And Dustin Diamond comes up with a guy that made balloon animals on our show. So, it kind of is a toss-up. But most people would definitely say Dustin Diamond. He's delusional. He's out of his mind. Like, he goes on Celebrity Fit Club to, quote, lose weight, but I think he wants a little bit of publicity. And he refuses to follow your diet. He refuses to do the workouts when they're not doing the show. And they have video of him just eating all sorts of fried food while he's on the road doing his comedy and burgers and stuff like that.
His comedy. First of all of a sudden
his comedy.
He's a comedian, Dustin Diamond. You hear the stuff he does? I'm like, I'm better than that.
It's horrible.
His comedy is god awful.
It's awful. But here's the thing, though.
That's
the guy comes on
professional
the show,
opinion.
But my unprofessional opinion, he's awful too. The guy comes on the show, right? And the first thing he says to me on the scale, the first encounter is, I'm not going to follow the fat smash diet. I'm going to eat whatever I want and prove to America you can eat cheeseburgers and pizza and lose weight.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to say to that? Oh, good. I'm the diet guy. That's,
you know what? But God bless you guys. That makes good TV. I don't give a crap about these people personally. It makes good TV. And when they got the video of Dustin Diamond trashing everyone behind the scenes, and then last night I finally got the latest episode in, and they played the video of Dustin Diamond saying just horrific things
about everybody else.
But he doesn't say it to Warren G, you notice.
You notice that, right?
What a wimp. But he takes on the women.
Kimberly Locke. I tell you what.
Kimberly Locke, who lost on American Idol season 2 or
with
whatever.
Ruben and Clay Aiken.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he basically says, look, she's fat. She'll always be fat. That's the reality of what she has to deal with. And just went after all of them. It made for great TV because then they played in front of these people for everybody. And there's Dustin Diamond like...
Can I tell you something, though? You know what? This guy, listen, if you talk that smack to people, I'm good with that. But do it behind their backs and when you're in their face... He gets all scared, like DeBrat. Oh my goodness, DeBrat's hip hop gangster, blah blah blah. She was getting ready to smash him right in his face, and I got to be impartial. So I'm sitting there saying, you guys shouldn't do that. Meanwhile, I'm like, go get him, go get him. Of course you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, go get him. But you know
what sucks and it's frustrating. So he says all these awful things, and then someone said, "And Dustin, you said worse." But I guess they couldn't show that on TV.
Yeah. Oh,
some
really?
of that stuff. That's what I need to know.
Well,
give us some inside scoop here.
We're doing an outtake, but he was talking about like Cletus, the country western guy,
who's insane.
He's crazy.
I agree with Dustin Diamond. The guy can't go into a supermarket. He has a phobia of supermarkets because he used to be a big fat guy, then lost weight, and then he was like anorexic or something. But now he's on the show to lose weight. I'm beyond confused with this guy, and he can't go into a supermarket, and he had to have a therapist. This guy's an edgy comic, and he agreed to allow a therapist who, no offense, therapist, and she's in the supermarket walking him through his supermarket experience to get him over his fear of freaking food in a supermarket.
Did she take him down the douche aisle and say, this is what you want?
But anyway, what were you...
but anyway, so he starts riffing on Cletus.
Yeah.
Cletus did this... I don't know country western music, but he's a big guy in country western. Everyone knows him. And Cletus...
He parodies country western songs.
Right, that's what he does, exactly. Yeah. So Cletus has all these phobias. He can't fly. He can't buy stuff in grocery stores. He just rips on this guy. Calls him all kinds of names, calls his daughter. He's got a 2-year-old kid who's separated from his wife. He just gets really... It's okay to go after somebody, but then when you start going after their family... Come on.
Yeah.
There's a line. So anyway, Cletus just almost... Episode 5 and Episode 8 are arguably two of the best episodes in the history of Celebrity Fiction.
Yeah, I'm definitely hooked. Dustin quit the show yesterday, but I was like, yeah, all right, you're going to quit the show. He obviously wants the attention, or he would have never put out that dumb porn video and try to sell dumb T-shirts on his website. So I knew that.
Who would buy a porn video of Dustin Diamond?
I don't know.
Apparently nobody. No one really.
I hear he's a bigger boy than you'd imagine.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
And I hear he's got some of that karate in him, right?
Yeah, right.
I hear he's got a little martial arts, but...
he did beat up Arnold Horshack, Ron Palillo, in celebrity boxing, if you recall.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago. He did beat up a man twice his age.
And half his size.
That looked like a veal.
Yeah.
He didn't have a hint of muscle.
Ron looks like his last name.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm sorry you have Palillo.
who left this pile of Palillo in my white shag rug?
You got you got a good cast. They're all really strange, man.
Who's the coolest? So Warren G. Warren G just doesn't do anything. Warren G.
I shouldn't say all. He
just hangs out. He just loses his weight.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? He talks like this. He's friends with Snoop.
Yeah, but like Marsha Brady's crying because she lost a kayak race. Who cares? It's a silly TV
crying.
Show. No offense to Dr. Ian Smith. He's becoming a huge TV star and he's on the New York Times bestseller list and all. But why are you? It's a kayak race.
Well, here's the deal, guys. You guys are gonna get me fired. Here's the deal. Marsha Brady's 50.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody else
She's a
is
good 50, by the way. I'll give her that.
She's a solid 50.
Yeah.
Everybody else is young and energetic, and they don't show this on the show. They just riff on her.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you going to laugh at a lady who's 50 years old, she's 5 feet, and you beat her in a race, and you're proud about that? Like, what?
Their fashion.
Show that on the show.
Yeah.
That's all I'd watch.
Oh my God, they're bashing a 50-year-old
woman. Lady.
Is she really that short too?
Yeah, she's real short.
Maureen McCormick?
She lost a lot of weight, too. But.
She lost tons of weight.
Hey,
she followed the diet.
Speaking of weight, what do you think, Dr. Ian? Following your diet?
Yeah, what's up, man? Look at you guys.
Hey, look at Jimmy. Stand
look
up.
At Jim. I mean, come on.
You haven't seen us in a while.
Yeah, it's been months. Dang, gone.
I didn't follow the Fat Smash word for word, but I took some of the tips in the book, and look.
Dang, gone it. You guys look awesome, man.
Exactly what I did. I did not follow it word for word because I'm lazy. Honestly, I read through the book. There's a lot of the food tips, and I lost.
All right, Tom,
weight,
we're
man.
getting off the air.
Doing the tips, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I brought you guys a new one, Extreme Fat Smash, lose 12 pounds in 3 weeks. You don't need it, though.
Get the plugs in, and you can come over to XM, and we'll talk a little more about this. Oh, that's not our goodbye music. Whatever.
Extreme Fat Smash.
Extreme Smash?
Just out. 12 pounds in 3 weeks. Do it healthy. Keep it off. You want to lose weight fast. This is the new show, Celebrity Fit Club. This is what we use. On Amazon for $8.37. You know me.
Yeah.
Everything's cheap. $8.37 on Amazon, all bookstores.
But it works, man. That's the eating habits I used to lose. It was from the first book. It was amazing.
You guys look awesome, man.
Thank you.
And Celebrity Fit Club on VH1, of course.
And I'll be
all right,
at
you'll join us over
Yeah, I'm going to XM.
Jimmy's going to be at Caroline starting tonight through Sunday.
Tonight through Sunday. So, come on down.
Kind of a mess. We're really late, so we got to get out of here, Dean. I'm sorry about that.
I hear you guys.
But there you go.
And you're coming with us, right?
I'm coming.
Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day. All right, we're back on XM Satellite Radio, where we have complete freedom. Dr. Ian Smith made the walkover with us today, and we're all doing our food orders. Like, I'll have a non-fat yogurt,
something light,
something
nothing
light.
for me, thanks.
Hey, I miss being in this room, guys.
Do you?
Yeah,
I miss. You feel free and say what you want to say.
They're blowing this whole place out too. There's going to be a major construction site here in another, I think only a couple weeks they start, right?
Are we going to have to do the show from over there?
Probably.
Oh,
they were supposed to have this done. They were supposed to do this when we went away for 2 weeks.
Wouldn't that be funny if
But
they
we made
tell
some
us,
last-minute changes.
Wouldn't that be great if they tell us we can't say certain things just because we're in the building? And it's XM.
Are we doing it from D.C.?
I don't know. Well, yeah, for a day or two.
Yeah.
This build-out's going to take weeks.
It's going to take weeks.
They said months?
Let me tell you something. When they say weeks, it means months.
Contractors got to get a little overage action.
Yeah, I will tell you. You know, let me tell you something. Under the current situation, hours will seem like days. Mm-hmm. Just using the Captain Kirk code.
I like that, yes.
He gave to Spock.
We're going to have robotic cameras and glass walls. And
you guys are getting high society.
In a lounge area, so if we're feeling really lazy, we can just kind of hang out on couches and do our show. And then we're going to have an area for bands and stuff. And
it'll be all glass walled.
And we might even bring in a giant scale to make you feel at home.
You guys need to be on TV, I'm serious.
Well, we've been trying.
Be great.
There's somebody that wants us really bad, but their idea sucks, and they will not take no for an answer. So I guess eventually you'll see us on TV doing this really bad show.
Yeah, because we're always good at folding after being asked 18 times to do something we don't want to do. We don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. All right, we'll do it. Shut up.
The idea is jackass with lawsuits, basically.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Jackass with the inability to defend ourselves from lawsuits.
It's Jackass meets Mythbusters. The faithful listeners know we talk about this from time to time. But they will not take no for an answer. So eventually we'll just say, all right,
we'll do it. Drop a car on that school. Go ahead. We've killed some children. That's going to cost us.
Just get in the door, say yes, whatever they freaking want. Then do what you do.
I want an animation show. Animated show. Yeah, cartoon. Because some of the animations that we showed in Vegas went over huge. We're going to do it part of the O&A Travel and Virus Comedy Tour. They animate our bits, and they're hilarious. And I know the idea isn't the most original, but I think we could throw our own little spin on it, and I think it would be huge. Like Jimmy told a childhood story, and they animated it. It's beyond funny when you see the animation.
They're like, everyone's doing animation now.
I'd say a quick half hour, maybe VH1, maybe us, maybe our actual faces setting up stuff, and we're good to go.
Yeah. You know those commercials they do where it looks like it's the person, but it's not the person, but I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, they kind of animate it a little. It looks like a...
Yeah, that would... what's it called?
It's done with them computers.
I believe it's rotoscoping.
Yeah.
What?
Rotoscope.
That's what that's called.
Yeah. Rotoscoping is kind of cutting something out of a scene.
Boy genius.
Oh, that.
Rotoscoping.
Like if you take a film clip and you cut some guy out of the background of it and stick him somewhere else, that's rotoscoping. It's almost like green screening, but without the green screen.
Okay.
But what? You got the mic back.
By the way, Ian, we blew up Than's spot.
Dan's ready. What?
Well,
I want to hear what he was going to say.
Just the rotoscoping thing.
Yeah.
Is an animation technique in which animators trace over live action film.
Oh, okay, then it is tracing.
But you're reading that.
But I had the right answer beforehand. I just need my internet
backing up. He's just backing up.
Okay. No, same principle. It's the tracing part. Okay.
Anyway, I think
Dan secretly hates us.
Oh, really?
We blew up his spot. He was supposed to be in a Super Bowl commercial.
Well, I think I'm in his real spot. When he broke down like the Colonel. No, they're just so cute when they're young. I just like to I don't touch them. I just look at them and take pictures.
Are you looking at a porno while we're trying to do a porn magazine? Why are you
That'll
depressed?
buck him up. He'll look through that Hustler.
His energy level is a little down, though. What's up, man?
I just did a weird thing with my girlfriend last night. I just slept for an hour. So no, not a big fight. Just
good.
Weird,
Scrabble?
You got a weird thing happening almost weekly with her, though.
Yeah, I'm not used to intimacy, man.
Yeah. What was the weird thing?
The intimacy thing?
Usually and you got a doctor in here. He's a doctor of everything. I call him with all sorts of dumb questions.
Yes, talk to Dr.
This one I can't. But I will eventually. But
you wanted a brunette, she wanted a redhead.
I wish that was the problem. No, I wanted monogamy. She wanted black. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't about something like that. It was just a weird thing, man.
Once you go black, you don't go back.
That's what frightens me. Once you go,
Who makes that up? That's so stupid.
Once you go Jim Norton, you don't come back. Mediocre fucking lover I am.
Hey, by the way, we do have a. All right, we'll move on. Jimmy will share when he's ready. Maybe he'll share this weekend at Caroline's.
Look at he just smiled. He went, I know I'm going to be at Caroline's all weekend.
And by the way, I hope the pests get the word out that you heard it yourself. Larry the Cable Guy's doing one of our tour dates this summer. It's going to be a surprise, so you're going to have to buy tickets for all of them just to make sure you're at the one he shows up at.
Right.
Let's make sure we get the word out that you heard it. Larry the Cable Guy said he would do it if he was in the area.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay, we have the tape.
We have a doctor in studio from Celebrity Fit Club, Dr. Ian Smith. And
come on, you pests, give me some questions.
Really? You want to do that?
Pesticides.
Well, there's something coming in on the instant feedback. Holy shit, guys. Check out this link. Oral sex causes throat cancer.
Just got this today. I don't think I want to read this.
I don't either.
Why do we want to blow up this spot?
We have it?
Yes, this is from Medical News Today. I don't know what kind of article this is. I don't put any credence in this whatsoever.
Do they have credibility, this Medical News Today?
Oh, poppycock. And apparently if you're popping enough cocks in your mouth, you're going to get throat cancer. Oral sex increases throat cancer risk, scientists say. I'd say faggot scientists.
Shouldn't it be doctors say instead of scientists say?
Yeah.
No, married guys say.
First 3 lines is exactly what this article... See, these guys kill me. You look at that headline, oral sex increases throat cancer risk, scientists say. So you're thinking, what, me just doing my thing? It's not. You know what it is? They're saying if you have more than one partner, a lot of partners, the likelihood that somebody has some type of virus is high. So it increases your risk for throat cancer. Okay, but that's like a no-brainer. Of course. If you have like 100 sexual partners, sooner or later you're going to run into someone who probably has a virus.
So pretty much you're saying, like, if you drive more than other people, your chances of getting into a car accident go up.
Sooner or later it's going to happen. So this is...
The more cocks you got in your mouth, the more chance one's going to be diseased.
I almost yelled out, the luckier you are.
You can tell he's depressed.
Anthony taught me about stats. See, you got to work your way around stats.
Yeah, you do.
Now this is just...
See, everyone today is talking about this. This is exactly what they wanted to do. And it just is... I could have written this article before I went to medical school. Get out of here.
It says patients who have had a lifetime number of 6 or more oral sex partners were 3.4 times more likely to have oropharyngeal cancer. How is that pronounced? Oropharyngeal.
Let me give it a shot.
Throat cancer.
I'm going to go with
oropharyngeal.
Throat cancer. And then those who had 26 or more vaginal sex partners during their lifetime were 3.1 times more likely to have that type of cancer. And
cancer.
The human papillomy, the running of the bulls in Pamplona.
That's where they got to scoop your box out with a radiation shovel.
This article is like no clue.
I was hoping you were going to say ice cream scooper, but it's still
radiation shovel. Jesus, that's great. And then it says the link became stronger as the number of lifetime oral and vaginal sex partners went up. Well, that's exactly what you were saying. It's ridiculous.
It's a waste. It's a waste. I tell you what, though, want to burn some freaking calories. Now you're talking.
Well, before you did you read the other article? It was also about. It also said that having multiple oral sex partners increases fun.
Increases fun.
Just increases fun.
Really? With each oral sex instance, the fun went up.
And there's also a really weird correlation between people who've given a lot of oral sex and gum purchases in certain areas.
Breath mints.
Do you know that women who give head to their husbands are 5 times more likely to have to kiss him on the cheek? Fucking stupid.
Hey, bring an E-Rock.
You know, the less oral sex a woman gives, the more prone she is to black eyes.
There you go.
Hey, Dr. Ian Smith, what can you do to help this disaster?
Oh, we've learned recently, Eric here, E-Rock.
We got an expert, E-Rock. He's going to help you.
He's at his heaviest that he's been since he's been here. And we used to call him heavy.
How tall are you,
being
man?
polite.
How tall are you?
5'11".
How much you weigh?
223.
So he's 5'10", and he weighs 230.
Uh-oh, Ian's going to his book, Extreme Fat Smash Diet. Now
Holy
available.
cow, dude. You're obese.
Holy shit.
No, I'm serious.
You got to look at a book to see that?
No, but I want to make sure his number. Your BMI is 31.5.
What is it again?
His BMI is 31.5. You're obese. You're not like overweight. You're obese.
You're obese.
Oh, great. That's
Dude, you're obese. Look at Travis. Oh, and Danny just laughing. You qualify. He falls into the obese range?
His BMI is greater than freaking 30. What the freaking
What's
are
a
you doing?
BMI?
Body mass index. It's like the new fandangled way of figuring out if you're overweight or not.
Holy shit, you're obese.
What page are you on? I have to see
Page 206.
Yeah, pass out your book. We all
You know what?
Extreme
Obese.
Fat Smash Diet.
Right after that comes a fucking forklift out of the side of your house because you can't move.
Page 86?
Page 206.
Oh, 206.
It's the BMI chart. He's 5'11", 223. He's freaking 31. About
He's
31.
not 5'11", though. You're not 5'11".
Oh my God, you're even more obese than you thought. You're
not 5'11".
You're 5'10".
Stand up straight, and we have to take the hat
Sam,
off.
how tall are you?
5'9.5".
All right,
This guy's 5'10".
Back to back.
So let's even go better.
Well, front to front.
Oh, you might be 5'11".
He's 5'11".
He might.
His hair, he's 6'3".
Wait, I saw what you just
Oh my
did.
God, he went up on his tippy toes.
They walked away and you dropped down about a half
Yep,
a foot.
you did. And don't tilt your head backwards.
Yeah, just put your chin down.
Put your chin down. What's left of it? Go down. I don't know.
All right.
We'll give you 5'10". Doesn't matter. You're still freaking obese. I mean,
no, it's great. Dr. Ian Smith, you know, he's one of the nicer guests we have on this show.
Yeah.
And he's calling you freaking obese.
He's just being accurate.
You're 2 clicks into obesity. Not
Really?
even one. Yeah, he's 2 clicks into obesity.
Not even one, just he's
two
two.
clicks.
Wait, how do you get the 2 clicks?
What's
in?
before obese?
overweight.
Overweight.
But you guys aren't. Okay, let's do O's. O's, how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I like to think I'm 6 foot.
We'll give you 6.
No, I'm about. I'll take 5'11".
Okay,
today.
5'11". How much?
These days about just under 170.
Dude, you're right in the heart of healthy.
Yeah, but
you see it? You're 160. So okay, so you're one.
I want to be 162.
No, but look at your BMI. You're at 23.5.
My body
you're
movement.
Perfect. No. Go on the left side of the chart. Take your height.
All right, yeah.
Go across, find your weight.
Yeah.
Closest to your weight, and go up. That's your BMI number.
Between 23 and 24.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Then go down.
Oh my God, math?
No. Go no.
Math? Oh, I see over here. Yeah, but I'm close to overweight. 25 starts the overweight.
25, you're 20. It takes a lot to get to 25.
What is a healthy weight for 5'11"? Seriously.
You're healthy, but trying to figure out the scale, there's another scale, and you fall into imbecile.
Oh, you're completely.
I'm going to lose 5 pounds.
I mean, 5 pounds won't hurt you, but it's not. You don't need to lose 5 pounds.
All right.
What about me?
Okay, where are you?
I'm 5'10" and a half.
Okay.
That's why I don't think you're 5'11". Yeah, I am.
I'm taller than you.
I know. I didn't say 6'10" and a half.
Oh, so so you're helping me get to 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
All right, how much you weigh?
155.
Perfect.
I'm pretty light.
You're perfect.
Oh,
you're right.
Goody.
You're square dab
Perfect
in the middle
in
of
every way. Thank you.
What about Jimmy?
All right.
I don't know, because that just said I'm one. How much do you take off for clothes? That's not completely accurate.
If E-Rock was wearing a suit of armor, he'd still be obese.
That just weighed me in at 165, and I'm not 160. I'm lighter than 160. I know I'm lighter than 160.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, probably about, I'm going to say 155.
Okay.
So I'm overweight.
And how tall are you?
I want to say 5'7", 5'6" and a half, 5'7". It says overweight. That's fine. I lose 10 more pounds.
That's insane. How is Jimmy overweight?
Wait, hold on. 5'6", you said?
Yeah, 5'7".
5'7", 155.
He's just in the overweight category. Just about, yes. So how is he?
No, you're not. What are you guys looking at? 5'7", 155. What's wrong with you guys?
24 to 25, I see.
Right, but 24.9
just before overweight.
Yeah, so he's still in the healthy weight. He's in the upper range of health.
Barely. Yeah. You could drop.
Yeah, I should.
You could drop.
That's correct.
3 pounds and you're done.
No, but I gotta tone up more and lose. I want to lose like another 10 pounds.
All right, why are you taking the focus off
sorry.
E-Rock?
Come on, dude, stand up. What do you...
E-Rock, when he started, his lightest for the show was 180?
193.
193, I'm sorry.
You gained 30 pounds?
31 pounds he's up to.
Doing freaking what?
Nothing.
That's an answer right there.
He likes mayo. He likes condiments.
Do you work out?
Does he work
Recently,
out?
Not, wasn't really.
Just say no.
No. I'm recently.
You got a girl?
Yeah.
And she's when you get naked, she's cool with that.
Oh, God.
God. I'm on XM radio. I can't do this on Celebrity Fit Club. I can do it here.
That's funny.
Seriously.
No,
guy... You know, hold on. Some guy yesterday, I'm doing this photo shoot, and this photographer who's totally in my face, he's totally want to talk diet stuff. I don't want to talk diet stuff. And the guy says, he has this huge beer gut. He pounds it and says, "What do you think, Doc?" I'm like, dude, have you seen yourself in the shower? What do you mean, what do I think? Like, you look awful. Don't ask me.
We all know what we have to do. And we still will ask a doctor or whatever.
What do you think?
What do you think? Well, you already know.
I told him you're a fat slob. I told him that. I didn't know the guy. I was so pissed off that day. I'm like, you're a fat slob. Women sleep with you like that? Anyway. Back to you.
Anyway, back to E-Rock.
Yeah.
So a marvelous segue back into Eric.
How's your girlfriend when you're naked?
She hasn't really said anything, but
you can tell, right?
Yeah, I can kind of.
But a vagina has a tumbleweed blowing across.
Oh no, you can tell.
What are the signs? What do you see?
There's sometimes she goes, maybe I should be cooking dinner tonight. And then she's the one that's pretty much is kicking my ass to make me.
Is she good weight? You got a picture of her?
Yeah, she's all right, man.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. What little hints? Like when you say, "Did you come?" Does she go? Ugh.
Lights on or off?
Both.
Oh, you're a little freak.
Doggy style, they're on. Her on the bottom, him on top, off.
Don't turn around.
They have a clapper too, so she doesn't have to look at him. Turn around, all right.
When are they on and when are they off?
Well, obviously at night it's off, but sometimes in the afternoon.
So you're talking the sun?
When are they on? When he's at the refrigerator.
Oh, E-Rock.
So, what do you think, Dr. Ian?
I think, dude, you got to lose at least 20 pounds. Seriously. Come on, what could get you to lose 20 pounds?
His cholesterol's high already, too. We learned that, right?
Well, it's back down now.
It's back down.
Is it? When was the last time you had it checked?
Shortly before Christmas. Was the last time I had it checked.
Oh, boy.
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
29.
Dude, you're a train wreck.
Dude. Oh, God.
No, I mean, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but seriously, I'm tired of, like, cuddling people and talking softly. I'm just going to talk straight. Let's just man up with you. You're a train wreck, dude. You're 29. You're obese. You got a cute girl. Some guy, some stud's going to walk. She's going to be walking down the street. Some good-looking dude is going to give her a little eye. She's going to get a little eye. And then your history, then you're going to be one of those guys who tries to kill the girl, kill the guy. I mean, I see it playing over and over. Just stop it now. Lose 20 pounds.
Okay.
What's the incentive? What's the deal? You and I make a bet. Let's come on right now.
Okay.
1-on-1, 20 pounds. I say you can lose on extreme fat. You got to do extreme, by the way. This is 12 pounds in 3 weeks.
Okay.
I say if you follow extreme fat smash, you could lose 20 pounds in 7 weeks.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
You should do it for your chick.
If you do it...
Do it for your chick.
What do I give him? If you do it...
A burger, and then watch him gain it all back.
Okay, you know what? If you do it, $500.
Whoa.
From you?
Whoa.
From me, cash.
Hey, look at that.
In fact, I'll give you the 500 now. You hold on to the 500. You want it now?
Oh, man, but if you don't have it,
you carry
and
around
you don't
that much
lose the
money?
weight,
That's good enough. Let me tell you something.
He gets people to bust your fucking legs.
Let me tell you something. Now, don't let the nice articulation fool you. I'm still a brother.
Mm-hmm.
You don't come back with my money. This is your incentive. I'm serious.
Damn.
Wow, he's got Fat Smash diet money on him.
Can I hold some? I'll lose. I'll go out and get AIDS. I'll drop it immediately.
$500.
Okay.
You lose it, you keep it.
Okay.
Okay? 20 pounds. I'm not fooling around with you, man.
Oh my God, Iraq's gonna get his ass kicked. I love this.
If you don't do it, you get my $500 back plus $100.
See, he's
fair.
Ian's just trying to make $100.
Yeah, this is so easy, man.
This is a sure thing.
He knows so many people and how they lose weight and all that. He looked at Iraq and said, "There's no fucking way this guy can lose weight. I got this in the bag. I can make $100."
The wallet filled with hundreds.
That 5 is 5 motherfuckers walking around going, "Shit, I lost $100."
I can't believe I fell for that scam. This is great.
What do you
this
say,
is better
Iraq?
than the Nigerian scam that's going on.
Good one.
That's my cousin, by the way, doing it. Okay. I give you the $500 now. You have the time to lose it. Okay, what do we say? 7 weeks.
By the middle of the summer, you'd be fine.
7 weeks starting today.
No,
If you-
let's get an I need an exact date.
Exact
and I need a weight right now.
Yep.
Go get
And
that
we use
scale
that
in here.
scale.
Same scale, so it doesn't matter what the fuck.
By the way, it
it's-
says obese sex bagel on the pad data.
Can you?
Oh no.
You should strip down to your. Honestly, to get a real weight, you should strip down to your t-shirt. Leave your underwear on and your socks. But I would strip down to my fucking underwear. That's how I got weighed last time, and I would not put an extra pound on.
Yep.
With my dumb sneakers.
Underpants and t-shirt. Let's go. Lose the hat and the big fat
shirt.
At least this segment's starting to get sexy.
Absolutely.
What the hell is in that wallet?
Fucking cheeseburger.
Even his wallet has to be fat.
Oh, cow.
Yeah, you got a book for that wallet?
It's like a granddaddy, like your grandfather. You know, your grandfather's papers are falling.
All right, we're on to a new thing. What the fuck are you carrying around in that wallet?
You can't be that important.
What? Seriously, what is all that? Is it all credit cards?
IDs, credit cards.
IDs? How many do you have, Mohammed Atta?
License, insurance,
Look, this is
XM,
my
CBS.
wallet, and I feel like this is too fat.
And as you can see, what my wallet is, a rubber band.
Yeah, rubber band.
That's how I
All
know.
your money won't
cash in
fit
it.
in that wallet. Jesus, hold 5, Eric.
All right, we're figuring out what 7 weeks are, and we're also going to get you on a scale now.
June 28th.
June 28th will be the
What day of
day?
the week is that? That's Thursday. That's 6
Perfect. So write it in your little planner that you got to at least call the show or come by.
Yep.
All right?
June 28th.
All right, E-Rock is disrobing. Did you get weighed with that wallet every time? Oh,
Watch it be 140 now.
What the hell is in there?
Take that tablecloth off. Nothing? All right.
Oh, no, I was watching him take it off.
I want to fucking sit patio furniture around that awful shirt. Swinging and miss twice. I know.
I'm still trying to think of jokes about the wallet.
Well, I like it.
Oh, what?
I like this. Pete, who's helping us out with he's promoting the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour.
Traveling Virus.
He wants to add a little more incentive.
Oh.
All right?
I know what it is.
The incentive is this. If E-Rock doesn't lose the weight, not only does he have to give your money back, Dr. Ian Smith, and $100, Pete wants him to be on stage in just your underpants.
Ooh, I like.
An O&A Traveling Virus. He suggests Jones Beach, but this contest ends after Jones Beach there, Pete. So it'll have to be another tour date. Maybe Jersey.
First of all, come on. What are you doing? Take the pants off, get on the scale.
And you have to skip around the stage for a minute going, tee.
All right, listen. All right, this another observation.
What
The fun never ends. It looks like you've been cooking chicken bouillon in your armpits.
Lift up the other arm. What the fuck? Dude, he's got a white T-shirt on for everybody at home.
Oh,
I've never seen yellower armpits. Am I exaggerating?
I swear to you.
It's urine stained.
Are those your armpits or your cunts?
What is that, E-Rock? What's going on with you?
What is up with you?
Your girl. First of all, now I'm pissed at your girl now. Now I'm pissed at your girl. I didn't even
Now
know the
I'm
lady.
pissed at your girl.
Because what the freak? She's not telling you.
Dude,
She's
what is up
throwing
with that?
those away.
What? Why is it yellow though?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
What's with the...
It's pretty dark yellow stains under his white.
You're fucking sweating Dijonnaise.
Yeah, he's certainly sweating condiments at this point. Very good.
I can't see this. I'm a hygiene freak. I can't see that.
Lift him up, Holly. Lift him up. I can't see him.
It's really.
You're obese.
You know, Dr.
You're a
Ian.
train wreck, and you're
Eric, lift him up.
disgusted with you.
I've got this one every sweatshirt I own, every t-shirt I own.
You lift him hands in the air. Oh my God!
What?
We're doing it for Pal Talk. Even with the bad Pal Talk camera, they could see it.
Oh God, I got to punch up Opan 2 to take a look at it.
These yellow pits.
I am
really yellow.
Yeah, stunned by that. Wow.
Why, E-Rock?
Why? I don't know. I didn't create this like on purpose.
Okay,
you have a supernova under your arms.
E-Rock, first of all, like we do in Celebrity Fit Club, please take off your pants and please step on the scale.
That's right. See the yellow on these underwear.
You say take off your pants?
Well, this is the XM version.
Oh my! Oh, please have like shit stained underwear.
In the front.
If he does, I'm leaving. They're dark. Smart.
Yep.
Dark.
Cool. His legs are fine. You got good gams, kid. No disrespect.
Yeah, he's got dark panties on.
Yeah, that's good.
He's got good fucking good calves.
I'll announce the number. Like,
you know what?
Are you if you're knock-kneed, I'm fucking knocking your teeth out. Can you turn around? Let me see. Are you knock-kneed? No, he's all right. Okay.
Oh, from the waist down, you do all right.
You are. You got a good cock bulge.
All right, Ian's weighing him. These guys have been weighing him for months now, by the way.
What's he at?
Hold on, let me do it like I do the show.
This is Dr. Ian's big moment. All right.
Add a few pounds.
Your weight tonight is 214 pounds. Hey, E-Rock, you got 20 pounds to lose. Here's the deal, baby.
Wait. Before... What happened to the 9 pounds?
The clothes and the wallet and all that stuff.
The fucking wallet was weighing
wallet.
down.
Are you shitting me? You lost 9 pounds?
Wait, we just weighed you what?
Yesterday. No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago, you lost 9 pounds. Well, you took all your clothes off in the huge wallet.
That's what Jimmy was telling him, is the clothes and all that.
The giant wallet diet.
Yeah.
But 214, he's still up there. You still got 20 to lose.
How much does his wallet weigh?
4 pounds.
Half a pound.
How did that fucking work?
Wait, get back on the scale.
Yeah, I want another reading.
We need another reading.
And shoes.
I love how the listeners outside the studio are just discussing the show that they're listening to. What do you say, 12
3.5 pounds? What are you, fucking Herman Munster shoes?
3.5 pounds of shoes, wallet, and BlackBerry.
All right.
And that doesn't include... Okay, we'll take his jeans, his shirt. Okay, fine. You're 214.
Yeah, but that would be a nice weight, E-Rock. You'd be, what, 194?
194.
That'd be all right for him, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. So
he would still be considered fat, though.
Get this on camera, too. By accepting the money, you accept the arrangement. Here's the $500 now.
Oh, look at him accept that money.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy.
That's lunch.
You got to lose 20 pounds by Thursday, June 28th. Okay? Here's your copy of Extreme Fat Smash Diet. Okay? If you don't lose it, I'm telling you, man, seriously, the doc don't play with his money. I got a kid to feed now. So
yeah, congratulations on the new kid there.
Thanks, man. Hope he doesn't grow up like this, but anyway.
Wow. He's the nice guy, too. E-Rock, it's time.
Those pits are bizarre looking.
That's amazing.
You look like you're wearing, like, Shazam's shirt.
Wow. E-Rock, I'm giving you my cell number.
Was that the wrong one?
I'm treated like the celebrities. You get my cell number. They call me anytime they want when they have a question. You can do the same. But I'm telling you, June 28th, you're down 20 pounds. Because this is not acceptable.
Hey, so now we got to weigh him every week.
Oh.
And someone go to Dwayne Reed and get him some fucking t-shirts.
We're paying up, don't we?
Jesus Christ.
What do you use as deodorant? Asparagus piss? Rebounds from the Shazam bomb.
Strikeout and a home run. All in the same inning. Nice. Sweet. All right. So now we got to weigh him every week again. We got a bet. And will you appear in your underpants at an O&A Travel Virus Comedy Tour?
They just threw T-shirts at him. Yeah, change your fucking T-shirt.
Perfect. They don't have armpits.
Oh, good. They're armpitless.
Wife beaters. Wife beaters. I don't know if you're allowed to say that on regular radio anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Any other?
All right, E-Rock.
Any other?
You want to issue it? You haven't. What do you? Come on! I offer the challenge. Give us something.
No, I'm all for it. I do really need to lose a lot of this weight.
What's the food you can't help but eat?
What's your guilty pleasure?
Cold cuts. A lot of it.
Cold cuts are good for you, right?
Cold cuts? What's wrong with cold cuts? I mean, first of all, do people even call them cold cuts anymore? But
I know. What the fuck?
Lunch meat. But
lunch meat.
We say lunch meat, deli meat, but cold. Anyway, let's not get
a lot of salt in those, though.
They're high in sodium.
A lot of sodium.
No,
you could get low sodium ones.
You get low sodium stuff.
Because his blood pressure is probably through the fucking roof.
It's got high cholesterol.
I'll find out today.
How about sweets?
No,
cakes
and sweets. A lot of pretzels, usually the sourdough.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I like
With
pretzels too. Though regular, those are really bad, right?
But I get them without the salt.
And I think soda's a big problem too.
Diet soda, or regular soda. What do you eat? Drink?
Either Diet Coke with lime or Coke Zero.
Oh, but it's diet though.
Yeah.
No. Do you know this guy? If you drank, let's say, this is crazy. If you drank 1 can of regular soda a day, switched it to diet soda, do nothing else. Don't change your workout, nothing. 15 pounds in a year. Is that crazy?
Wow.
Just by switching these are the tips that I talk about in the book. But anyway, so you don't know, diet soda's fine. I'm good with diet soda.
Well, I'm trying to cut that all out too. Just go right to
all right. Think that Biggie beef he wasn't drinking diet soda.
Yeah, we got a bit now, man. We'll check in weekly until we get to the due date.
Watch these guys fucking behind the scenes. They'll dump his Diet Coke out and put Coke in it.
They're going to be fucking spreading mayonnaise on everything.
Let me tell you something.
Guys, I'm excited.
E-Rock gets a lot of abuse on this show. This is. You could show a lot of people something finally. You walk in here and you lose all that, 30...
Wait,
20 pounds?
20 pounds. Oh, that finally was hurtful. You can show people something finally. I think E-Rock's done a few things.
Show people
something to imply.
As far as these guys go, they kill him on a regular basis.
They will never look at him and go, "You've finally shown us something."
He can finally shut him up a little bit.
He did with these.
He could shut him up.
Oh, here comes Stan.
He'll be able to scream, "I'm not obese." What a victory. I'm finally just overweight.
I'm telling E-Rock, a little bit of progress is good.
Hey, all right, how about this? A little more incentive. 20 pounds in 7 weeks. What if he does 30? Is that healthy in 7 weeks?
30 pounds in 7 weeks?
That's a lot, right?
I put another $200 on it.
Whoa. Okay. I'll put $200 down.
Is that bad, though? Is that losing too much?
No, you.
I don't think you should worry about losing too much weight there, E-Rock.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Focus. Okay, that's a nice little stretch goal, we like to call them. Stretch goal. Focus on the 20. Because if you don't get it, I'm coming after you.
So you'll add another 200. I'll add another 200. I'll add 200 if he loses 25 pounds.
Okay.
I'll buy a lunch down over at Rue.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You can tell that Anthony's been losing at the tables lately because he's usually the one that has no problem throwing the money around.
No. You know what? I don't want the 30
gambling
pounds.
addiction.
Oh,
Jesus
Christ. It's killing me.
It's like the 3rd day in a row that money has been offered, and Ant's like,
Why would I give E-Rock money?
You give everybody money, though.
Come on, the guy's 29. He's with his girl. I don't want you losing 30, because I want you to do something stupid. I want you to follow the diet. 20. Oh, was right. 25.
Okay.
25. I'll add 2 more hundred. He has 200. You got $900. And you still only lose 100. I won't increase that. Okay? All right.
Cool. Oh, that's right. I do tighten up when I'm not sure if we're going to have a fucking job the next day.
I thought it was because you're gambling.
No. I'm not gambling anymore.
Hey, Dr. Dean, I can't shit. What's up?
Ah, good question.
Can I suggest my diet?
A little constipation.
From what? It's the hours, though, because on weekends, no problem.
You're doing your thing.
Nope. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Speaking of shitting.
What?
Oh, here's Pete again. Jesus. If we move due date up and have him do the... God, Pete, how many are you going to send me?
Ding dong.
Whatever. Pete's trying to figure out how to get
he wants to get him on,
naked.
He wants to get naked on Jones Beach.
He's very excited to get him naked.
What's the date for Jones Beach?
June 16th. Tickets available now.
Oh, 12 days? I mean, it's all the difference. 28.
No, we're gonna keep it.
Okay.
No, we keep it on schedule.
I don't want to kill the freaking guy.
On schedule.
All right, you got a mission there, Iraq. Wow.
So what do I need to add to my diet to shit? I'm doing
fiber,
Metamucil.
No.
Isn't that
crap?
Why?
Eat natural fiber.
Like what?
Like tons of vegetables.
I eat a lot of vegetables.
Tons of vegetables. That's what gets people is all the veggies and fruits.
You know what also helps you shit sometimes? Remove cock.
Fuck. We're having a decent, intelligent conversation.
We're trying to get something done.
That's why I love Jimmy.
Right back where I belong. It was a shit and gay joke in the same one. What an art form.
Jimmy likes to massage my tummy.
Look at what Jimmy's eating over there. I have to. That is a cornucopia.
Yeah, freaking. Yeah, but that's nice.
What else? He's got a smoothie. He's got vegetables. What's the other thing in the right? Oatmeal?
No, that's just a little bit of low-fat dressing. Oil vinegar.
Yep, that's what I said. I said he's got tomatoes, peppers, carrots,
asparagus. So your piss is gonna smell like Iraq's armpits.
Asparagus is great. I love asparagus.
Me too.
Iraq.
Salmon's good for you, right?
It's a bad day to wear that shirt, huh?
Salmon's the best. Omega-3. All right, man. I'm excited. Listen, these guys don't believe in you. I do this with the meanest, nastiest guys in the business, and they lose the weight. I know you can lose the weight. And the pest, man. You're representing the pest. These guys.
And speaking of mean guys and stuff, Celebrity Fit Club, these people that have lost all the weight on past shows, where are they at now?
Oh my goodness. So, good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Oh, yeah. See, we didn't need the inside crap.
Well, I'm an XM now. I could talk. I couldn't talk.
VH1, they show the same show 20 times a day. I need more than that now. I need some stuff that we're not seeing.
My biggest disappointment is a guy who I loved, Phil Margera.
Yeah, he lost how much?
He lost 42 pounds in 100 days.
He had the record or something
for
a while.
He gained it all back.
Gained it all back.
That
was obvious, though.
Well, I think the stress with Bam and...
Wow.
You know.
I don't know who Phil is. That
Viva La Bam.
No, but I know the Margera name. Is that Don Vito or no?
Yeah, it's his brother. His brother.
Well, people don't understand. You got to change your whole lifestyle. They think as soon as you lose the weight by following a diet, then you're done and you can go back to eating and doing what you were doing. But you really got it. It's a lot of hard work.
You know who's kept it off?
Who?
Gary Busey.
Oh yeah. We've seen
unbelievable.
But the problem is he looks like a human skeleton walking around now.
And you know,
you didn't do him a favor because he lost all that weight and now those teeth look massive,
giant.
Like he should be in a classroom.
I told Busey, he's the only guy ever on the show. I said, you cannot lose another freaking pound.
I remember you're
going crazy. The guy went so intense. Isaac from the Love Boat.
Yeah,
perfect. Hasn't put on another freaking pound.
Well, why would he? He's not going to be eating at craft services. He hasn't worked since 1979.
And Tiffany on the latest show. Ugh. Yuck. Big, huge boobies. Yeah, I saw what you did there.
But you don't like the...
Who you think you're talking to? Yeah, I'll let that slide.
Not digging on the Tiffany.
Let everyone know that you just made the international sign for big boobies.
International sign.
Universally accepted. Right. So, this is international. She was in Playboy.
She's in Playboy, though.
4 years ago, and now she wants to get back down to her Playboy weight. She is.
Really?
She was never hot, by the way. I'm sorry. Maybe she had her body in shape, but the face. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Ian. I'm sure you can't talk bad about anybody.
Wasn't that back in fucking 1988 or something?
What, the Playboy?
No, when she was popular.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but then
I think we're alone.
Then
now.
she got popular because she went into Playboy.
She was a kid
a few years back.
And she says on the show, she says she wanted to change her image from being the kid star, so she did the Playboy thing. Looked very good on the cover of Playboy. I didn't see the spread, but looked very good. And she totally just, married, kid, the whole thing.
Kind of get out of shit.
But I gotta tell you. Sometimes when you look up, when you're sitting there, these women, they really go, from show 1 to show 8, they really look totally different. When you see her in show 8.
It's only 8 shows?
8 shows, over 100 days.
Why does it take fucking 6 months? Jesus. What's VH1 doing? That's like a marathon. I could do that on a Sunday.
That's why I said you guys got to be on the freaking TV. What's wrong?
Why don't you give us the the DVD of all the episodes right now?
I'll get it to you.
Just do a marathon.
I don't want to wait around.
Love the marathon.
Any more updates on anybody else from the show?
Jack A.
Jack A. Yeah.
Yes, Jack A.
She's kept it all off. Takara. She was the plus size model.
Yeah, something about her is really hot. The boobs again, you think?
No, I gave you this was the international sign.
She's very voluptuous. She's very curvy. Well, when it comes to like big broads, I mean, there's something really sexy about her. I gotta tell you something.
She did a spread in King magazine.
That's a black magazine.
That's the black Maxim.
I know. Brother Weeze turned me on to King magazine, and I thank him.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you
some stuff in that magazine?
Oh, man, there's some stuff. I mean, it's like...
It is the black Maxim.
It really is.
Yeah? It's all about booties and...
Can I tell you something? As a scientist, I look at that and say... There's something anatomically not right with some of these bodies. Like, you just can't believe... You think that people like... You Photoshop a picture?
Yeah.
Because they're so, like, their waists are this big. Then all of a sudden,
big booty,
that's because they were bred with the big bucks back in the day.
Yeah, right? So Takara's doing great. And
tell Anthony about King magazine, though. It's all like, dude, it's like Maxim, so they don't get naked, but they show off.
Yeah, show off enough.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Black women.
Honest with you. If you want to find a magazine where you're just like, every page you're like, holy cow, what is that? And if you don't have an aversion to black women, if you're fine with black women, you would love this magazine.
Bam! A lot of that, like a lot of the back going in, and then the shelf. Then the shelf.
They do go shelf.
Is it crazy or what?
I remember you and I were in a strip club in Atlanta when we were thinking about moving down there, and there was a black stripper there, and I remember she was like doing her thing, and I thought that she had a shelf, and it was like, is that an extra body part that white women don't have? When you see it without pants on, you're like, what? Whoa. There's extra like meat back there.
We had a waitress last night. We were down at the Buddha bar, the anniversary, sitting there with my brother and Stray, and we had this, and all of a sudden the lady walked away, and we're like, that's not normal. Like that is abnormal. I'm talking as a doctor. That is a specimen. Like you just can't.
You almost look. Sometimes you do look more at an ass like that than you do a hot woman's ass. Like if a hot woman's walking down the street and you'll give the turn of the head, look at the ass and go, that's nice. But these distorted, giant, fucking weird alien asses, I will stop dead in my tracks, turn around and stare like, I can't figure it out.
Well, right, you're trying to figure the thing out.
I'm trying to figure out what that would look like with no clothes on it.
Oh.
Speaking of Tiffany naked, here you go. You saw this. Did you see this a few years back?
Yeah.
I mean, she looks great.
All right,
she looks unbelievable there, but her face doesn't look like that. They smoothed out everything.
You know what we did? Man, I got to be careful giving so much of the show away, but towards the end of the show, see, this is the lightest cast ever, right? Because they don't have like 100 pounds to lose. Like Bone Crusher was 400. Whoa, never saw that.
Whoa,
Bone Crusher was like 464 pounds. But so the reason why we did Extreme so you can lose the weight fast because these guys were like having, she goes on Extreme towards the end of the show.
Who? Tiffany.
Oh yeah,
hot.
When you, like I said, you got to see her in show 1 and see her in show 8. You got to see the difference.
Yeah, I already know who wins. I found out during the walkover. I'll tell you guys after the break when Ian leaves.
That's it, I'm fired.
You can't tell.
Why not?
I lost my show. All
right, we're going to take a break and continue. There was something I wanted to...
I have to tinkle.
Why?
Oh. I don't know. I've been holding it.
Yeah. Jimmy tinkles a lot. Is that a problem?
I don't know if it's a swollen prostate. I've been tested for diabetes. I thought it was, but it's not. Been tested
not diabetes, because that's the first thing in my mind was diabetes.
Tested. Patrice O'Neill told me that, too.
Get the finger.
I have gotten that already.
Oh, you have?
The doctor? Yeah, I've had my prostate checked, 38. I look younger, thanks.
And you got your prostate checked already?
I've had my doctor, or not, yeah. I was there.
By fucking dates.
38?
Yeah. Sure. When they put a finger in your ass, that's checking the prostate, right?
Well,
depends on who they is.
Not when it's tip optional.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, when you a doctor
after a massage,
it's called a digital rectal exam.
I had that a couple years ago. Yeah, I want to.
Okay, can I just say something?
Sure.
I'm not going to try to freak you out, but first of all, the guidelines are that you start getting your DREs at the age of 40.
I might have asked for it. I might have said I wanted. I don't remember. No.
Well, at 10, he asked for it.
It was what he was wearing.
Oh wait. You know what it was? I think it was because I was pissing so much. That might have been why they checked it to see if it was swollen.
All right. That's okay. All right. You got to give me all the facts.
Okay, no, I didn't remember.
Yeah, okay.
All right, he was wearing assless chaps.
Yeah. And the doctor, is it like when he's checking, he was like, I was like, does it feel normal? He went, yeah. So what would make me piss so much? I do drink a lot of caffeine.
Caffeine will do it. A lot of liquids will do it.
But
is it any? Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you go to the bathroom a lot more than you used to?
Yeah. Hard to. Yeah, I mean, I've pissed a lot for 10 years.
Ever since I've known you, it's been ridiculous.
Yeah, but some
we
people
can't
just,
even drive from here to Boston without stopping. No joke, 6-7 times.
Yeah, but he probably has a small. Some people have small bladders, though.
Aw, Jimmy.
Aw, Jimmy.
Your little bladder's like a little kitten.
Let me give your bladder a little tussle.
My bladder's tiny, guys.
Tiny.
Guys, I have a small bladder.
Adorable.
Hi, I'm Jimmy's bladder.
Little fidget bladder.
My bladder's an ozone bladder sighting. Could that be it? Because it's embarrassing. I wasn't sure if it was cystitis or not.
Getting all fancy. Cystitis.
What is cystitis?
Inflammation of the lining of the bladder. Look at this guy.
Could it be that or no? How would I know if it's that? I know carbonated beverages.
Very uncommon.
Really?
A young guy like you, unless you had some bad stuff
in there.
Yeah.
It's uncommon.
But what cures it? What works with it?
What, going to the bathroom frequently?
Like how do you know you have cystitis? Even if it's uncommon, you still don't know.
You take antibiotics.
It's
a tough diagnosis.
If I've had it for 10 years.
No, you don't have cystitis. You probably have a small bladder. There's absolutely no cure for it. You just go to the bathroom a lot. Some guys
bladder
like
transplant.
that.
But I mean, here's the weird part. Like, I'll piss, right? And then I'll go back to bed, and a few minutes later I have to piss again. Or not a few minutes later, but a lot of times I'll wake up and have to piss again. It's like I haven't taken any more fluid.
That's a whole different thing. You're saying you go to the bathroom, and then within an hour you got to go again?
Maybe not an hour, but I mean, it depends. A part of it's psychosomatic.
Depends might be the solution.
But no, it depends.
Very nice.
Sometimes, sometimes an hour later.
You know what you need? You need what's called a void test. You need to see if you're getting all of your stuff out at once.
Okay, I don't think I am, and I'll tell you why. Like a lot of times I'll go piss on the plane, and then I sit down, and a few minutes later, you know like the feeling when you have to piss? Like, right. I feel it 5 minutes later. It's like I know that there's something not right. Like I'm not voiding everything. There's something. What's that mean? I don't know. Like,
retention. It's called urinary retention. Listen to me sound like a freaking.
This is good stuff.
Come on the show to have fun, guys.
Okay, this is fun.
When talking about Jimmy pissing.
You need to have a void test to make sure that you're emptying your bladder completely. Because what happens is if you don't empty it, then very soon afterward you feel like the urge to go to the bathroom again.
Yes.
And you go, and that could be the issue. It's not an infection. It's that you're not voiding completely.
But how do I void completely?
childhood memories.
Hopefully there's no blockage.
But if there's a blockage, what would it be?
Oh, no.
I know I've had this for so many years.
Here it comes.
If it was cancer or something.
Jesus. No, you did.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
No.
If you had cancer for 10 years, you'd be dead.
Yeah, I would know it.
If you had cancer for 10 years, you'd be dead. Thank you, doctor.
But I mean, what kind of blockage could it be?
Anatomical. Sometimes the neck of the bladder. It's a
okay. Because I've had invasive surgery once. It's funny. It's right around where my appendix scar is. My appendix burst when I was 7.
Whoa!
Oh, look at more info now.
See what I told you guys. All this stuff. You had surgery, invasive surgery near the bladder.
I don't know where the bladder is compared to the appendix, but I mean they had to go in and fish through my back.
Your appendix is lower.
They had to fish through your back.
I mean, like my appendix scar is right there.
Yeah.
Right.
They burst. No, I don't lift my stomach. It's fucking annoying. That's my appendix scar there. Yeah, I have to show the doctor my fat stomach.
You're not fat.
I'm on
they have to go and get the poison out and shit.
Yeah. They burst.
Wow.
Oh, you had a burst appendix?
Burst appendix.
At a very young age.
Very rare. 7.
At 7?
Yeah, they fucking... I'll never forget. Dr. Halivopoulos in Edison saved my life. They
could have died from that, man.
They blasted. So, so I'm wondering, could something have happened during that surgery, or could he have sewn something?
Sometimes when you have surgery like that, you could have scar tissue form, and the scar tissue, believe it or not, could grow. Sounds crazy, but the scar tissue can grow, and it can become a physical impediment. I don't know what happened. This is how many years later. What I would do if I were in your situation, I'd go to my urologist. I say exactly what you're saying. I keep going to the bathroom. You're a young guy. Old guys is different, by the way.
Yeah.
Young guy, no diabetes. And I'd look to make sure that there was no kind of obstruction. They do a quick little urine flow thing. They put it on the screen and see if you're emptying your bladder. Boom. You're done. And I think that you just have a small bladder. That's my guess.
Well, why would I have to go? This is when I sit down on the plane again. Why would it feel like something hit? Like I don't feel something shift, but all of a sudden I feel like there's more liquid in there, and I haven't drank any more liquid. It's like that to me is like I have to piss again. That's the weird part.
That's the retention part.
Jimmy's pouring his heart out about his bladder,
and we're looking at ghetto booty.
Ghetto booty.
Oh, I don't blame
ass.
you. This is what you see
shifting back and forth.
Thank you to whoever sent this in.
Damn.
It's a feedback. A
God
YouTube video
damn.
called "Ghetto Booty." See, that's a shelf. That's like an extra part that white women just don't have.
No. Oh, my goodness.
And that's why the NBA is filled with black basketball players.
It's moving with a mind of its own. Wow. That ass is moving completely independent of her upper section. She looks like an ant with a separate thorax and abdomen.
You know who had someone like that, by the way? Lawrence Taylor. We're at the Pro Bowl, and everyone's like, there's Lawrence Taylor. So we get up to say what's up to him. And the lady he's with, you're seeing her straight on.
Oh, no.
All of a sudden, they start walking towards the beach. I swear, I absolutely swear, and I'm a brother, so I see booties all my life, right? It looked like someone had taken two basketballs, squeezed them together, and jammed it into her dress. It was everyone on the beach. We're in Hawaii. We're on the beach. Everyone is stopping. Old white dudes, old ladies on canes. They're like,
did it look good?
It was interesting.
In a weird way.
Cartoonish.
I got an observation that has to be said. You got Dr. Ian Smith, very respectable. He's got these diet books, New York Times bestseller, Celebrity Fit Club, germaphobe, right?
A little bit.
Germaphobe.
A little bit.
He's a dirty boy, though.
I think.
Yeah, Jimmy knows. Jimmy knows.
No.
It's got to be said.
No.
You're a dirty
It's very well kempt. You see his nails?
You got something.
You got a manicure. Look at those nails, man.
No.
He's a neat freak and a responsible gentleman.
Manicured.
No.
Shiny, nice.
A neat freak and a responsible. Here's what he likes. He's a responsible gentleman.
All right.
Gentlemanly.
It's time to turn the mirror on you, mister.
Yeah, okay. Go on.
His nickname is the German shit-filled kid.
Oh, God.
He has caviar party 1 through 40.
I'm not saying, because I know you get a little paranoid, I'm not saying you act on anything, but
Listen, I think a healthy imagination is good.
There you go.
See? Absolutely.
There you go. All right, we should take a break.
All right.
So we're done with D-Rock.
Feel less than.
You all right with what he told you?
Yeah.
Small bladder for you.
I'm going to take my child bladder and go.
A little kid's bladder.
My bladder refuses to grow up.
Oh, by the way,
Peter Pan bladder.
when are you going to be back in New York? Because we're doing our one of our favorite bits. We're bringing back What the Hell Is That? Are you knowledgeable enough to kind of diagnose people? Not officially.
Yeah, of course.
They'll
you mean like you give me some symptoms and whatever, and I say...
Yeah, we did this bit a few years back. It was hilarious.
What are you doing?
One guy came in.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? They come in with some weird thing. One guy came in and only half the side of his face would sweat profusely when he ate spicy food.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then the doctors...
Yeah.
No, I mean, because it's like a medical anomaly.
Yeah. And then we get the group of doctors together.
His nurse.
And you could be one of them, and then you guys kind of decide what it is. And it's not official. We tell these people they got to really get it checked out by their regular doctor.
But if someone's got something, I got this bump on my leg. And
we would love to have a celebrity doctor. We had a celebrity doctor last time from Temptation Island when that show was hot.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have you do that.
That'd be great.
I think we're going to do it in a couple of weeks, so we got to see when you're free.
Okay, roll and let me know.
All right, very good. And then we got to talk about fingers up the ass when we get to back.
I have to tinkle.
That's fine.
I went in for strep throat, and doctors, doing that. And I think
Strep throat.
I don't think I should have gotten that. Huh?
Sue him, absolutely.
Maybe the doctor was blind and Opie was facing the wrong way.
Said, "Wow, you have bad breath." That old gag.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey. Hey.
What the hell's going on here?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Awful. They're just awful. Awful people.
All right, we're hanging with Dr. Ian Smith today from Celebrity Fit Club, and his new book is called Extreme Fat Smash Diet. And it's already number one, I think, on the bestsellers list.
I have another question for Dr. Smith, too, because I remembered.
But, real fast, Jimmy, because I don't want people to get confused. This is a completely different book than the other one. It's
This is.
It's not like a paperback version. You just threw a couple different pages in. This is a whole different book than the last one.
Let me tell you why I wrote this book.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Look back, Jimmy. A lot of your pests made me write this book because they would keep emailing me and say, how do I lose weight quickly? How do I lose weight quickly the right way? So I said, you know what? Let me figure out, can you do it in a healthy way? Because I can't tell them to do something crazy.
You got to go to the lab and do some equations and stuff, right?
And so this is the way to lose weight fast. 12 pounds in 3 weeks at least or more, but you do it healthy and you keep it off. We have a maintenance phase on here, but it's regular food. I mean, look at the recipes. It's it's glazed honey salmon. It's all kinds of stuff. It's chicken casserole. I love the chicken. Anyway, so we developed a book. This is about losing weight fast, but losing it in a healthy way. Because I got sick of telling people, don't lose it fast, lose it in a healthy way. So this is the healthy fast.
So you know what? And this, and we live in this day and age where people want everything done immediately. So
they're going on vacation, getting married.
It's perfect because no one wants to invest all that time when you can do it in
But you know what? It's extreme. And so you know what?
Are you going to suffer?
Well, no. But I'm telling people, listen.
Suffer.
I'm telling. Listen. Don't ask me to perform a miracle, and you're not willing to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, here's the deal. I'll give you the plan, but you got to commit to it. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, but I don't want to exercise." What do you want to do? Watch porno? I mean,
Yeah.
That's exercise on one arm.
That's mental exercise.
Well, look at Jimmy's forearm, man. It's massive.
My right arm and my left arm is it's Popeye meets Stephen Hawking.
So anyway, so Extreme Fat Smash Diet is the new Fat Smash, which gives you a detailed plan, and you just go at it, and there you go.
Well,
anyway,
Steve C. wants to know if a certain thing is allowed on the Extreme Fat Smash. Steve?
Cock meat. Nothing but cock meat.
Cock meat.
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
You didn't hear that?
Do you have headphones on?
How could you not hear Steve?
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Cock meat.
Wait.
Nothing but cock meat. Wait, you've had the headphones on the whole time and you can't hear through them?
No, I've been hearing you guys
Why
regular.
not?
I've been hearing you regular.
It's like, wow, you guys are a little muffled.
No, I could hear you, but I guess I was hearing you in the regular. Whatever.
Just muffled through the headphones, wearing earmuffs.
Boy, he's not the sharpest doctor.
That's like the stupidest thing I've ever done before.
I got some advice for you. I think you might need to get your ears checked.
I'd hate to go to his office. I can't see you. Doc, turn around. Oh, there you are.
I hope people realize how funny that is. He's been sitting with us over an hour with headphones on. He hasn't heard a thing through the headphones.
Wearing electric earmuffs. Pretty much.
Anyway, Jimmy's got another question about his...
Yes, Jimmy, your
You know what helps me pee? This is bizarre. I forgot this. When I'm peeing, and this is the truth, I feel like I tense up, and if I take my hand, I swear to you, and I rub my left nipple, it relaxes me. It gives me the weird thing, and I relax, and it makes me pee easier at times.
Holy shit!
That is
if you fucking were ever next to me at a bathroom in a urinal and started rubbing your nipple.
It's not homoerotic or sexual at all. It's a weird rubbing your nipple. You know it gets hard. It's a weird sensation. I'll rub my nipple it just that weird chill is relaxing. I don't know if it's doing something. What is that?
I got to tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm an honest guy. I don't know the answer to that. It's possible it could be a reflex. I will check into that. But next time I come on, I will explain to you whether or not nipple stimulation.
Or the chills that it sends like a chill.
You know when you're taking a leak sometimes and you're a little pee shy at a public restroom and you got to kind of concentrate sometimes on a spot on the wall just so you can get anything else out of your mind, and then you feel this relaxation and then you're going.
Maybe that's what that is.
That sounds like what you're doing through that, some kind of distraction maybe.
But as a doctor, I want to be 100% sure, so I will investigate and get back to you.
Where are you at on nipple play? You like it?
Yeah, a lot.
Very erogenous, man.
Yeah, see,
really? I don't get it.
Absolutely,
I don't get the nipple play.
A lot of guys don't.
I go I start laughing
on
ruins
myself.
the moment because I'm ticklish. I'm very ticklish, Jimmy.
When I fuck my girlfriend,
you know that.
Girl, I like her to do this with her hands and just gently. I don't like him even licked anymore. Need be just the palm of the hands, a little like shooka.
Very erogenous.
You want her to shooka?
Yeah,
with her open palms.
Sometimes she doesn't mind.
Like an Indian used to brand a horse with a painted palm and just smack your nipple and rub in a circular motion, like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, yes,
like wax on, wax off on your nipples.
Paint that fence, whore, if you want to get fucked.
I miss how the show. This show's great. It starts here, way over here.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, in seconds, you're like, where the
hell did we go?
I mean, that was
you gotta talk about
Miyagi and
how's Strahan, by the way? How's Michael Strahan?
He's awesome.
Okay, cool.
Man, does he
bring him back? We love him.
Pretty girls. Oh,
really?
divorce is the greatest thing
Oh, my God.
We read all the articles, but sorry, it was tough to feel sorry for the guy. We saw what he was walking around with. Yeah, we saw.
Man, we hate his ex-wife.
Oh, you kidding? After reading all that stuff, and you know, I have an ex I got to deal with myself, and it's no treat, believe me. And to have to go into court and what she was claiming, Strahan's wife was claiming, it made me sick.
You know what?
She wasn't out there taking the hits.
How can I be diplomatic here?
Don't be.
You know what's great is how you were dragged into the whole thing as possibly being his gay lover, and then they got
when that was in the paper,
and then they got a picture of Michael Strahan jogging, not with Dr. Ian Smith, but Dr. Ian Smith's twin brother.
Yeah, it's like what we're doing, like a double team on him. Like what the freak?
Teaming.
Well, it's like,
but that's what she claimed, which is. But you could claim anything if you're.
That's the point. The point is because I'm
the ex-wife in distress.
The point is because I'm a public personality. She could make these wild claims, and we were going to take care of it, but believe it or not, our lawyer died.
Oof. Your lawyer or hers?
Ours, that we were going to use. Mel Sachs. Remember that guy? He used to represent everybody. Mel Sachs. He died like 2 weeks after we were had paperwork together of pancreatic cancer, like that. I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign. Let it go. You know, because here think about it. She's not famous. You're more well-known than she is. How does she keep stuff going? She just, if you keep engaging her, then she keeps her name in the paper.
Right.
She likes being in the spotlight.
Of course. Yeah. Come on. Who would let photographers, paparazzi, take pictures of their daughter with all these cycles out here? You invite them into your house to take pictures of your daughters and put them on the front page of a paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's responsible parenting. Yet they yell and scream at Alec Baldwin because Alec Baldwin does what probably 90% of parents do. They just have like a meltdown. You know what I mean?
Their kids.
Come on. I mean, my parents have yelled at me before.
Oh my God.
You know.
When I heard the Alec Baldwin tapes, I'm like, what's the big deal? Because I had a pretty interesting upbringing as far as.
Listen, the guy is being told, like, the wife is so straightforward. The wife has been playing games with him. She has primary custody. He's got to follow the court order. People don't realize this. These court orders, you got to be very meticulous about it. He's got to call at a certain time and blah, blah, blah. The girl's not answering it. The mother's turning against the father. He's got to fly to L.A. to see her. I just think that. I don't know all the details, but I'm sitting here. The first thing I heard about it was when I heard it, I was like, something drove this guy to do this, obviously. Like,
this wasn't the first phone call.
Nah, it wasn't the, you know. And then, who releases that? Why do you release that? You release that because you're going after this guy. Yeah, you know, here's a guy hurting, obviously, because he wants to have a relationship with his freaking daughter. At least he's not a deadbeat dad saying... Not calling her, right? Yeah, he's upset because he wants to bond with his daughter. And then I just think that the guy gets a bad rap.
And then the ex definitely leaked that. I mean, come on.
Get out of here.
Who else leaked it?
Well, good parenting. I mean, like, I had cousins, Andrea and Rusty, in Houston. And they were nice people.
Andrew and Rusty.
I like Rusty. Rusty. Where were we? Nipple play. So.
No. What would Rusty? Let's talk about Rusty.
What's that?
What's up with Rusty?
I don't know how he's doing. They had problems in the marriage. You know.
Why are you calling for this, Dr. Ian Smith? You're a doctor.
True.
You're a doctor.
They went away.
You're a doctor.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Problem solved.
Yeah.
She's a problem solver.
She certainly is.
All right. Hey, we got Rotting Cornea guy from the last time we played. What the hell is
5
that?
rooms need a repainting.
By the way, we've learned a lot on this show today. We got Larry the Cable Guy is going to do a surprise set at one of our 5
or
tour
3
dates.
or 3
or 3. And we learned that Dr. Ian Smith's going to be one of the doctors when we play What the Hell Is That?
Yeah.
Anthony, what's up?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Nothing.
Hey.
Yeah, I was the guy with the cornea problem from...
Yeah, he came in for What the Hell Is That? Let me tell Dr. Ian Smith, and he had kind of a cornea that was kind of disappearing on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrian's corneal. You ever hear of it?
Say it again?
Terrian's corneal disease.
Never heard of it, but it sounds sickening.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
That's eye AIDS.
Like Opie said, though, I'm not blind, like you said, actually, the other day, Opie.
Oh, would you get a cornea transplant?
No, I never got the transplant. No such thing, really.
No?
Just kind of living with it, I guess.
There is no such thing as a cornea transplant? I think I've heard about those.
Of course there is.
That's just creepy.
There's gotta be.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Why don't you look into it? Sorry. Sorry for the joke.
That was cornea.
You know, lots of money, you know. I'm like you, I'm not rich, Opie.
Oh, I see. You're right.
I should have
Get the right one.
It couldn't have been cornea.
Get the right. If you're gonna go after one of the hosts, get the right host.
How much?
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Lash me?
How much sight do you got?
Well, that eye is pretty blind still. I mean, it hasn't really gotten worse. It hasn't gotten better, but...
Well, if you're not going to do anything for it, it's not going to get better.
Of course not, sir. You're being very low.
Well, it's not doing anything. I've had it examined numerous times, and they said, you know, it's still there.
Educate yourself on this subject. Be an apt pupil.
By the way, well, what do you got, Anthony? This really isn't going anywhere except...
No, it's dilating.
Okay, now, guys.
All right, bye. Hey, more...
Sorry, you're just a spectacle.
Spectacle. I got a question for Dr. Ian Smith from some guy named Pat from Moonachie.
Pat from Moonachie.
Dr. Ian Smith, he asked, is it bad to eat 25 hot dogs in 12 minutes?
Oh, no.
For a diabetic.
No, that's the perfect thing to eat. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Try 30. Try 30.
Yeah, he would love 30.
Oh, he would love 30.
Come on.
Did Dr.
That's not a real question.
Smith ever see Baby Bird?
Oh, you want to see? This is great. I think you should show
It's an eggnog drinking contest.
Let me see it.
It was the winner. How many did he drink?
72-ish, 3-ish.
72 or 73 double shots of eggnog.
1 a minute.
He has 9 toes.
He has 9 toes because he had one. Yeah, had to be amputated because of his diabetes.
It wasn't even amputated. It just ran. It left a note.
He's obese. He would be considered obese.
Yes, in any culture, even on Jupiter.
And you got this on video?
Yeah.
It happens to be one of the most popular videos on the internet.
And there is an extra added feature to him just drinking so much of this and having
while you're looking,
having to vomit.
Here's one of my most favorite scientific experiments. They took a Drosophila fly.
What?
A Drosophila fly, like a special type of fly that they use.
What is that, Jimmy?
Special kind of fly.
It's like a Brundle fly.
Yeah, Brundle. Yeah. They chop off the nerve that tells the Drosophila fly to stop eating. And they just keep feeding it, and the thing just eats till it bursts.
Really?
It's awesome.
Wacky scientist. And that was just for fun.
Yeah.
That had no value whatsoever.
But it was just... I just love that experiment. They just keep. They can't stop
a good
eating.
one.
Oh, when you said it cuts off the nerve that tells it when to stop eating, I thought then it went and legally had his name changed to Eric. Long way to go for a fat joke. Sorry, Hawk.
No, that's very good.
It's been a while. Why don't we bring in E-Rock? See how the
we're going to weigh him?
Yeah.
Where's Baby Bird?
See if he's lost any weight.
I want to show Dr. Smith Baby Bird.
Ready to go.
Okay.
All right.
This was the result of 75 double shots of eggnog, and this is real footage.
Yeah.
This is Pat and our intern.
Yeah.
Pat, who's out there actually.
Yeah.
With his head back. Watch.
Here's Pat from Menaki. That's the guy that.
He's
just,
he's a competitive eater.
Yeah, he is a competitive eater. He's done the hot dog eating contest at Coney Island.
This was like his last shot.
And then he does.
This will be shown all over America this summer when we do the comedy tour.
And this was the eggnog drinking. That's one of the interns. He wasn't an intern at the time, but he was willing to do something to become an intern.
He's at the dump egg. He just throws the eggnog on him. It's really weird.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Yeah, just
look at how many shots he's
right.
So this is about his last shot coming up here.
Probably not feeling too good at this point because
this computer sucks.
Because the video's buffering, and you know why? Because our stupid listeners have to also all jump on and watch along.
And they've seen the video 100 times.
And they weren't going to do it until we mentioned it.
But now
they all got to jump in.
And then here's one of his last shots of it.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling it. Look at his belly.
See?
That's not healthy, right?
No big deal. A lot of eggnog, diabetes, 9 toes.
Shot. It's like
it's a double shot.
Double shot.
Oh.
He doesn't look like he's feeling very good.
No. Yeah. Well,
no, he loses it. Oh, no. What's that right there?
Yeah.
That seems to be a human's...
Oh, no!
Oh, wait. It's not even close.
No, see.
Oh, no!
No.
Wait for the fire hose segment.
No, you think...
Goodness.
No, you haven't seen anything yet.
Look how much comes out of him.
No,
this is hysterical. It won't stop.
No,
it won't end.
No, really.
Yeah, that's got to be over by now, right? You couldn't possibly have that much eggnog.
You can't have more in you.
It's like a superhero.
Oh, it's 100% real. It's 100% real.
There's been arguments over this video on the internet. A lot of people think it's not real. But
I've watched it happen live.
Superhero.
Come on, you guys.
The way he kind of leans back and then goes forward. He's
got to be done now, though, right?
He's Vomit Man.
Yeah, he's done. See?
Yeah, he's done.
I had some of this on my camera, actually. I videoed some of this.
There you go.
He spits on his face.
And then he spits on him, so.
Who was...
That was him right there, yeah. That's,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was willing to...
Oh, it was his face. I thought it was his head.
It was
yes,
his face.
right on his face.
His mouth was open.
He puked into his mouth. It's called Baby Bird, the video.
I never want to see that video again.
But look at the terrific beard he's got. It was nice.
It's like fertilizer.
Fertilizer for that beard.
This is a month and a half without trimming at all. I started a one-man beard growing contest. One contestant, only one winner.
Now he said, he goes, if I do that, can I be an intern? And we had to say yes.
And it's Pat Duffy, and he's got problems too.
Pat's a psychopath.
Just about every person you're looking at has problems around here. He's still pining over his ex. Dr. Ian Smith, maybe some advice.
Yeah. What was the situation with your ex again?
I went out with this girl, and she went to college, and she sucked a bunch of cocks.
Man, you can sum shit up so well.
Here's some advice: don't kiss her.
You want to look like that video again?
But Dr. Ian, some advice for a young guy. He's only 22, 23.
I'll be 22 on Sunday.
22 on Sunday.
Happy birthday!
Wow, you're just a kid.
22
Maybe what? 13?
And you're depressed.
13th, yes.
You're depressed over this loose woman.
Yes.
Still
angry.
Angry, yeah, a lot of anger.
How long ago has it been?
Well, end of February is really when it culminated. And
end of February.
Yeah, the end of February.
Do you know how much stuff is out there? Are you out of your mind?
See,
this is freedom, dude.
Than, have a comment? Than, please.
End of February, so you cut her out of your life completely, right?
No.
Okay. What's the update?
I actually hung out with her yesterday.
No.
Dick.
Don't give me the ambiguous words like hung out. What happened?
I hate fucked her, to be honest with you.
Holy shit.
Yes, she's single. No, she's not single. Listen to this. She literally left me for a fighter jet pilot. I can't compete with that.
No way.
That's called an upgrade, my friend. That's an upgrade. We all of us are.
We've all been upgraded.
Yeah, we're all upgradable. Now, here's the question.
Hopefully, it'll be Goose.
You really? Did you really do that to her yesterday?
Yes, absolutely.
What positions?
Awesome. Well, just a couple.
No. Hold on. If it really was a hate thing,
one position has to be involved. So what are the positions?
Why are you twitching?
Because I'm on the radio, a little nervous.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Yeah, she ain't
Well,
listening.
I thought you might need to be diagnosed. We got a doctor in here.
Oh, no.
Answer the question. What positions?
There he is. There's my cue for my dad. God damn it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why does he call?
Because he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
Well, his dad calls because, you know, he just wants his kid to shut the fuck up.
But my dad, for some reason, calls my cell phone when I'm right here. He thinks there's an hour delay or something. I don't know. He's a fucking retard.
You're on the air.
Yeah.
What positions?
Like missionary position, but I held her so she couldn't do anything.
No. That's not hate. Get out of here.
That's rape.
That's not even. Well, I don't know. Like,
that's just a good. Did you pull her hair at all?
Yeah.
There was some hair pulling.
Yeah, I was really pissed the whole
tweezers.
time.
But she enjoyed it, right?
Yeah.
Now, why is she having sex with you if she's got fighter pilot guy?
Because he's on a 5-day mission.
5-day mission?
So I have 5 days, I guess.
This guy's defending the country and she's banging you. No disrespect.
Wow.
That's fucking despicable.
I figure I should be nice to her till at least Sunday so I can
What
get
does
laid
he
on
fly?
my birthday. F-16.
F-16.
Have you met this guy?
No. Well, I know him. I went to the same high school.
So he's Air National Guard?
He's Army. Or Air Force. I take that back. I'm sorry.
Air Force National.
Oh, he's F-16s.
How's he flying them at your age? You're only 21. What did he graduate when he's 11?
Younger than I am. So
he's younger than you are?
He's 21, yeah.
He's 21.
Sorry, I take it back. He's 20.
He's 20.
He's not flying them yet. He's not flying them yet.
He
doesn't get to take the wheel yet. Hold the phone.
Jet.
There's something going on here. The guy's only 20.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't a fucking fighter pilot.
Well, that's what she told me. She told me that he's in F-16s. He's in a fighter.
Maybe that's what he's telling her to fuck her.
Maybe.
Because I don't. First of all, I don't think. And I'm not sure on this, but I don't think any of unless it's in the reserves, they're flying F-16s anymore. I think the reserves do, but I don't think any the actual Air Force and stuff. Maybe a few, but
well, I have no doubt that you're probably right.
And 20 years old.
I'm just going by what she told me.
Maybe she's lying to make you jealous.
Maybe. And I looked at his MySpace. He's on a plane. He's got pictures of himself.
He's on a plane?
He's got pictures of himself.
I'm on a plane every week, too.
Well, he could be a fucking mechanic and you know,
or a passenger.
An ROTC program and take a picture next to a plane. Punch that up.
Find it. Yeah, I can find it.
Yeah, you find that fucker's site.
I think Anthony's right. The idea, why is she fooling around with you now? There's something fishy about all this.
She still likes him.
There is something fishy.
Go ahead, Pat.
A little fishy. I got she told me she loved me yesterday.
Oh. What's that? She what? You are fucking getting strung along.
What's wrong with you?
You screwed.
Will you stop with this chick? You look like Hetfield, just headbuttering. Boot her in a cunt and fucking move on.
Send a text message after he went to bed.
After I went to bed, it was like, good night, I love you so much, have fun tomorrow, blah, blah, blah.
And you should have sent one back.
So when's she going to break up with the other guy?
Send it to the guy. Send all her messages to that guy. How about that?
Yeah.
I love how people jump on me, too. Like this guy saying, Ant has F-16s all wrong. Like I said, I'm not sure about that. Hit the punchdown line 6 real quick. Let me talk to Josh. Maybe we'll get some info. Josh, what's up, man?
Hey, just so you know, Anthony, they do have F-16s in the Air National Guard. I'm a member of a unit. I put bombs on them.
How old dude, that's what I was saying, though. I said the National Guard and the reserves, I believe, still fly F-16s, but I don't think...
And the active duty.
Active duty Air Force.
Yep.
Still flies
Active
F-16.
duty, reserve, and guard. They all have F-16s.
Reserve and
still.
guard. That's what I'm saying.
How old are they, dude, the pilots?
Look at that picture.
Oh, shit. They've got to be at least 24, 25 before they can even get in the cockpit.
I mean, that fucking 16. He's in he's in the engine of a fucking a goddamn 767. You know a baggage guy, you could get that picture.
Your girlfriend is a dope.
Holy shit!
Well, I've seen. This is set to private. I've seen it without. I've seen.
Yeah, they got to go through college, and then they've got to go through a year and a half.
In the cockpit of what?
Training.
A jet.
I got a picture of myself in King Kong's hand when I went to Universal.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Yep.
All right, so this is interesting. A very interesting update here.
Oh, that's funny.
So she's not going to leave this guy, but she's saying that she loves you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really confusing.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's a lot of deceit going on
here. You have other girls?
Yeah.
I hope at least you're. Are you at least doing
I
your
have
thing?
literally zero game whatsoever. I figure once I hook somebody, I got to do whatever I can to hold on. So that's really my plan with this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Why did I just say that to two countries? I'm retarded.
In honor of her Top Gun thing, you ought to play "Take My Breath Away" and fuck her in the mouth. I was thinking it's a good thing Olivia Newton-John didn't sing that song.
Why is Dr. Ian taking his books and going home?
Ripe for parody.
All right, well, we should get him a date or something. I know it's hack radio, but
it's not even for a radio bit.
First of all, I got to tell you
public service.
First, I got to say something.
Yeah,
not a bad-looking guy. Okay, seriously. I mean, I might lose the beard.
The puke in the face thing, you can put that behind you.
Yeah, put that behind you.
Don't bring that out on the first date.
I think you get a little, you shave, get a little clean cut. I think that, all the listeners we got. That should be the next thing, actually. Hook them up. Hook them up with a date. I think that would be awesome.
That would be very
There would absolutely be a
All right,
chick
ladies,
that would go out with you.
If there are any ladies out there that want to be hate fucked, give the show a call. And we'll set you up with
any
Patrick
girls that want to be with a guy that absolutely is in love and wants to be with some other girl. Phone in.
He actually makes guitar sounds while he fucks you. He's like...
The O&A blind date show. How about that? There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go to
Wonderful.
Pat from Menaki. Pat.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey.
Here it is.
This is the guy
What's
that
up,
did
guys?
the puking.
Hey, Pat.
You're on with Dr. Ian Smith.
Damn it, I wanted to keep that
Oh, hi, doctor.
What's up, Pat?
I can't seem to lose weight.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong?
I just got a message that I'm late for my editor.
Oh, no.
I got I totally...
All right, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Extreme Fat Smash Diet.
Yes.
Dr. Ian Smith. It's a brand new book. It's
brand new.
You'll lose the weight faster.
I got to shoot
Using this
something
book.
for HBO in like less than 4 weeks, and I want to use this and lose like 10 or 12 pounds.
That would be a huge endorsement for Mr.
No, but I really want to. I really want to use it.
It will happen. You get a lot of questions of the truckers. This is my decision, by the way, because all you truckers, every time I come on your show, how can truckers lose weight? Here's my deal with the truckers on your show. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Extreme Fat Smash Diet will work for them, but if they get the book and email me, I will modify it for truckers. How about that?
What, are you going to have a murdered hitchhiker on the front of it?
All right, very good.
FatSmashDiet at AOL.com. That's FatSmashDiet at AOL.com. If you're a trucker, pick up a copy of the book. I'll modify it for you because I'm tired of
AOL.
Your emails.
That's like yesterday's news at this point. Got to update your email address.
Exactly. Probably dumping him all kinds of money to stay on it.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I think he's paying for it.
Yeah, good point.
All right,
You're
guys.
going to be Dr. Ian at diefatpig.com.
Guys, it's good coming back home.
Pat, you good?
Absolutely,
Good.
man.
We gave you some good advice today, didn't we?
Yes, always.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Ian, as usual. Thank you, man.
Thanks. I'll be back with E-Rock. We'll do the...
Yes.
June 28th, we'll do the doctor.
Or we're going to break his legs.
Yeah, what the hell is that with Dr. Ian Smith?
We'll set that up with Roland.
I need help from the doctor.
Oh, Pat from
Oh,
Menaki.
Pat, that's right. You had to sit through that whole thing.
I was starting to think you were forgetting about me.
Go ahead, Pat.
He's got no confidence.
Hey, Doc.
How you doing, man?
I'm in the middle of training for Nathan's.
Holy
But I
shit,
need to lose some weight.
How much you trying to lose?
I want to get under 300.
How much you weigh right now?
I just got on the scale, 340.
340. Are you serious or is this a joke?
Are you serious? Wait,
No.
dude, you were losing weight there for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I know. I got a little depressed there for a while. And
What did you get down to, Pat? Because you were starting to lose weight.
Nah, I was just, I wasn't under 3. I was like 305.
And now you're back up to 340?
340?
Yeah, from like Christmas.
Oh, my goodness.
you all
Since
right?
Christmas.
You all right now?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Oh, is he serious?
Yeah. I think he was in love. You know.
All right. Pat, here's the deal. You ready?
Yes.
Get the book.
Okay.
Because I can't say the whole diet on air, obviously. It's a book, but it's an easy-to-read book. It's Extreme Fat Smash Diet. Get it on Amazon. Save yourself $1. Get it on Amazon for $8.37. I don't care how you get it. But here's the deal. Email me after you get the book.
All right.
All right? You got my you got my email address, right?
Yes, I do.
FatSmashDiet at AOL.com.
All right, if you say.
All right, man.
Radio.
All right, Pat. I'll check you online, man.
You might have to
Okay,
give up
thank
the
you.
competitive eating thing there, Pat.
Yeah.
No.
12 minutes.
You're saying he can competitive eat and still look good?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen Kobayashi?
Yeah. No, you don't have to go competitive eating. Dr. Ian's, no. Just get the book, email me within the next couple of days.
What's an email?
And then we'll go to work. Huh?
All right, yeah, all the best competitive eaters are skinny now.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I'll get you down there, man.
Okay, thank you.
I got to run. Be cool.
No.
All right,
See
I
ya,
got to
bye.
run too.
We love Pat.
That's the best. He is for old time's sake.
There we go. Beyond good. We miss Pat. All our regulars have been staying away lately for some reason. I don't know why.
The hell.
Toxic environment?
Probably.
By
Constant ridicule.
All right, Ian.
Good seeing you.
All right, fellas. But we like when the guests have to walk out awkwardly.
Oh, that's not that one. The hell happened? Need number 9.
Do you
Play the sad Hulk walking away music.
Do you have my number?
Oh, yeah, let me get it.
It's 212.
Here he goes. Come on, give it
Brad
out.
Pitt's number?
Who's going to call?
You have what?
Wow.
Your Brad Pitt's
number?
It's your number.
You know the whole thing where they kept saying it was Brad Pitt's number. It was some old grandfather.
It was actually Eric's shirt.
Ian, is your number 917? Go ahead.
It's Brad Pitt. It's Brad's brother, Yellow.
Is that your...
How the fuck do you stain your armpits that badly?
It's fucking awful.
All right.
It's awful.
He had to put that shirt on this morning and go like, you had to see that. He had to see that.
It's like his idea of exercise is he just carries bushels of bananas.
Holy shit.
Oh, is he awful.
All right. We got to say goodbye to Dr. Ian.
Dab of lemonade under each armpit.
We got to do line of the day, and then we got...
meeting with Big
Elo.
Some people take lemons and make deodorant.
E-Rock never disappoints, though, man.
Oh, he's the greatest. Take care, buddy. Good seeing you.
All right. Thanks,
man.
Dr. Ian Smith. That was fun today. One runner-up line of the day.
Wow. They would taunt me with songs like Old E-Rock Shirt.
All right, runner-up line of the day.
What the hell is in that wallet? Fucking cheeseburger.
Even his wallet has to be fat.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we all live in Eric's shirt-stained submarine. Eric's shirt-stained submarine.
I should have stepped on your line, though. Cheeseburger's great.
Yeah.
No.
That's fine.
All right.
And...
You tired? Yeah.
Hey, see if Sonny D. Pitts is doing okay. I want to see
multi-racial children waiting for a drink under his arm.
They all peek into the closet and just stare at his underarm.
Want in? Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Logan.
Hi, Elo.
Eric Logan.
He's in New York to finalize the merger with Sirius Satellite Radio. Congratulations.
How you doing? Very good, very good.
You lost weight.
Yeah, you're looking good. You're looking fit.
You're looking good.
It's called stress.
Is that it? You're on the stress diet?
Yeah, I don't know what Doc thinks about that.
That one works well.
You don't sleep.
Right.
You drink yourself into a coma.
You've been on that for years.
What's different?
Yeah. Just 40 bourbons and a garbanzo bean.
I don't even know what a garbanzo bean is, but it's very funny.
That's what those bourbons are.
He didn't say, I don't know what that bourbon is.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the bourbon party disputes. I wouldn't eat a bean. Those run healthy. It's carbs.
Makes me fart a lot. What do you think? I'm crazy? All right, you here?
Look at that one.
Yeah, who's that?
He's this is like the head researcher for the entire company.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So we get all this data.
He was great in Airplane.
When are you going to allow
Mayday?
When are you going to tell the world that Opie and Anthony are doing amazingly well for XM,
What?
so we don't have to take the abuse? No, publicly.
Oh,
we get these speeches behind the scenes.
Well,
send out a press release.
Smells good.
You're publicly now.
Oh, really?
You're on the air.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing the meeting live.
I don't know.
Well, maybe some aspects. All right. What is your position, sir? I'm sorry.
Well, sir, I am the head of research at XM Satellite Radio.
Head of research.
Yeah.
And this research would entail research on
the Opie and Anthony program.
Just our show.
Just your show. I'm hired only for you.
Only to research us.
Yes.
How many more listeners do we have on our channel compared to Oprah's channel?
Oh, significantly more.
Oh.
So why is she getting significantly more money?
Yes. Let's look at the... I'm not the financial one.
Right.
I think you should call Super Agent Bob Eatman on that.
Nah. Oh, God.
Oh, that's true.
You know, but look, Oprah doesn't, she's not walking on thin ice right now. You guys, at any minute you can all be fired and we can just all be in the poorhouse. What? What is it? A receipt for what? A wire nut? Okay, how much was that? 13 cents? I need a receipt.
God, I hate this studio.
Oh, do you?
When does it start?
Well,
the
June
build
1.
out. June 1.
June 1.
Nice.
In fact, I talked to Dr. Masiello today. You guys should have renderings, hopefully.
What the hell's a rendering?
Oh, rendering.
Have those removed.
I like the honeymoon ceiling.
It's the same thing I thought. It's like
it's our tribute to the Poconos.
Mount Airy Lodge ceiling.
Yeah.
That's it, except for there's no splatters on this one. It could very well be at a gym, if you would.
Well, this is how he solved the problem of light.
Yeah.
Remember you guys went on vacation, it was like, oh, it's too dark, it's too dark. And then there was a spaceship that was in here, and I said, screw it.
We meant the neighborhood that the main plant is in there in Washington. We didn't know.
All right, we got a meeting, so why don't we do line of the day and get out of here?
All right.
Line of the day.
Oh.
Here
comes
line of the day.
Line of the day.
Line of the day.
Line of the day. Line of the day.
What do you want to do? You know, watch porno? I mean, what, like...
Yeah.
That's
exercise on one arm.
That's mental exercise. Well, that's...
Look at Jimmy's forearm, man. It's massive.
My right arm and my left arm is a big... It's Popeye meets Stephen Hawking.
Cock meat. Nothing but cock meat.
Jim Norton at Caroline's all weekend long, starting tonight.
Tonight, man.
I'm going to try to go tomorrow night, Jimmy.
If you can make it, yeah.
I'm going to try. I
Just want to let you know.
do Mother's Day out on the island, but
my wife called.
No one's listening.
And offered for you to stay at the house.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't want that.
No, don't do that.
We have an entire basement with your own back door.
You don't want that.
No,
oh, really? Could he...
If I could sneak out by myself, borrow the car, come back with a friend of questionable gender.
Hi, Elo. In the morning, he's scratching his nuts trying to find some fresh orange juice in Elo's house.
My poor daughter. Daddy?
Yeah, what?
There's a strange man.
I got a bandage on my face because the tranny cut me with a box cutter.
Yeah, you don't want...
No, they put me up at a hotel. I wouldn't impose on you guys like that. You have a baby, and you gotta have
and he's just got his computer out all the time, and he's just jacking pornography.
I'm awful.
Cow talk.
You don't need whatever comes across his transom.
You don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Beans.
Doesn't matter.
Research guy wants to talk to us. So
we gotta go.
Big presentation.
And
we refer to it in the corporate world. You want a couple of corporate terms here?
Oh, yeah, a couple. New corporate terms.
We have a deck for you.
A deck?
Ew.
All right. 2 dicks with a deck.
I like it. What happened to your hair?
I cut it.
Yeah.
I cut it.
He saw this boy's life and he became inspired.
Oh, you know, what happened to his hair? Why don't you look at it?
Iraq.
Where's Iraq's hair?
Iraq.
I've been hearing about that.
No,
Where
it's
is
not
he?
his hair.
Oh, jeez.
Iraq, you'll notice he's carrying 2 legal pads under his arms.
Iraq, I'm going to get you a raise. You're not paying him enough.
What is it? What do you make? How much money do you make?
That doesn't even matter. Show him your undershirt.
What happened?
Look at his undershirt.
This is because you don't pay him enough.
Elo, look at how sad this is. That one of the employees...
Look at that.
It's a sweat crust.
His underarms, the underarm of his shirt is 80 years older than the rest of his shirt.
I can't stress how yellow his underarms are.
It's yellowish green now, I'm noticing.
That's like a pair of underwear that hasn't been washed for a month.
It's really bad.
You ever did bleach or something? How do you wash your undershirts? You send them out? What do you do?
Yeah, everything's sent out.
Sent out.
Look, here.
To what, a fucking sewage waste treatment plant?
Yeah, what do you send it to the highlighter marker store?
Here, take this, please. Give that to E-Rock.
Oh, buy some new T-shirts.
Nice, E-Rock.
Those are sleeveless.
There you go.
Nothing to stain there.
Who knew the pity industry was so profitable? Holy cow.
That's fantastic.
Get some new T-shirts.
Take that one back to the Gouldens mustard plant.
Do you have any Grey Poupon? Sure I do. And he lifts his arms.
I'll take a hot dog and rub it underneath there.
Car crash, Eli.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Oh, yeah, it's in the corner. He knows. He's got one in his office.
That's my favorite thing when you call, is to hear the lower car crash.
Yeah. You hear the sound effects through the phone because he's got one in his office.
Yeah. Anything else before we go off the air?
No, we got to talk about the deck.
Okay.
Is it true that cars slow down when you raise their arms?
Big thumbs up from Sam.
Oh, that was very funny.
All right.
That was a fan special.
All right, lemonade pits.
Green's a better cover.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
You don't fuck with the research guy. He can skewer the numbers.
Exactly.
You have to be nice to him.
That's okay.
Research, not jokes.
Yes.
Let's hear one joke.
I've got nothing.
Know any? No.
Even from a joke book.
From a joke book. What do you have? No, I don't have anything.
Just don't get us thrown off the air. Imagine the research guy comes out with the most heinous racist joke ever. We're just sitting here like agape. And what did he do? Jesus. He didn't even get to tell us how well we're doing. All right, let's get out of here. Come on.
There will always be retarded idiots to entertain us with their stupidity.
Mindless crotch-grabbing Anthony. Mindless crotch-grabbing Anthony. People grabbing their crotches and saying, suck it. The Opie and Anthony Show. Suck it. Love the show. Mindless.